us.
I don't care. I've got a huge problem with my headphones pressing into my glasses.
We were in the middle of a phone call. He barreled
he doesn't know what goes on here.
He barreled
He's supposed
into the
to
office.
stand there like a goddamn robot.
I agree.
We haven't had one incident here in
God.
4 years. He's security. He's got the cush job of a century. Just shut your fucking mouth.
I like
about
Ronnie.
me, about my glasses, about anything.
Oh, my God. I think I'm going to be too orgasmic.
Who's he to compare his glasses to yours?
Shut up,
He
Sal.
got his glasses at
Sal,
Ann Taylor.
Sal, you're an asshole.
I like Ronnie best when he sleeps in Scott's office.
Yeah.
Which he was doing the other day, by the way.
Well, wake him up when you see that.
Well, at
Oh,
least he's not talking to anybody in the home.
We had a bunch of things we were gonna make noise with, and then he woke up right when we got there.
Yeah, he's standing security. I mean, the one thing the guy's got to do is be awake for 5 hours while I'm in the building.
Impossible.
Yeah. Can't do it.
He's old. They sleep easily.
Something's going on out here.
What?
I don't know. I just heard shit being thrown.
Oh, no.
I heard the words, don't fucking touch me.
Oh, no.
Who touched who?
What?
What's he doing?
It's JD patted and show what happened.
Yeah, I patted his shoulder, and then he threw his walkie-talkie at me.
Here we go again.
Jesus.
He got to stop throwing things.
You know, he could be, you know, at the point where he's too volatile.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes the elderly can't control their
I'm telling you, what is he doing? Don't sit there and talk. Don't do shtick
Now we
about my
gotta tell
glasses.
people not to talk to Ronnie.
What's he doing? And he's throwing things again. I had a whole talk with him not to throw anything. Everybody's a consumer. My glasses.
I think it's time.
I just talked to Ronnie in the car about it. I said, watch. I said, I got to switch my glasses. People carry on. Everything you do. What is he doing? What is he doing? The head of security is the most dangerous guy in the building.
Howard, he just barricaded himself in Scott's room.
Good.
You should have
That's where he should be.
the black security guards should come in and watch Ronnie.
You're not kidding. Yeah. Those guys, those black guys stand there. They just stand there.
They don't mix in. They do their
They
job.
don't mix in with the people. I love black people. They don't mix. They do their job. That's it. Stand there. These three black guys and one black woman, I see them every morning. They stand there. They got a suit and tie on. Black people are no nonsense.
Professional.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Every morning they say good morning. They like almost stand at attention. They do their job. They
That's
don't,
right.
They don't look at glasses. They don't look at. They don't.
And
go
I told
to
that to
events.
Ronnie. I said, Ronnie, stop mixing it up with people. Don't comment. You see me. I don't care what's going on. He starts saying with people, how come you're not making fun of Howard's glasses? You know, black people appreciate having a job.
Yeah, the other security guards, you say good morning, they're like, good morning. You say it to Ronnie, he's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
He's always like got an attitude.
Fuck you. I mean, fuck you. What is that?
Every morning he says to me, "What's your problem?"
I don't know a thing about the other security guards' lives. I don't know anything about those black guys. And that's the way it should be. Stand there and look, official. You know? Look like you want to rip someone's head off if they get out of line. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, he does look like that.
Yeah.
If you want, I haven't seen it yet, but Doug says they have the clip with audio of Ronnie throwing the walkie-talkie. Doug says it's good, but you got to bring up the audio if you want to hear it, Fred.
All right. Let me hear it.
Get out, you fucking asshole! Get out of here!
Oh,
Touch
my
me,
God.
Don't fucking touch me!
Oh, I gave him pat his shoulder.
Oh, boy.
Now he's got to go retrieve his walkie-talkie.
Does that walkie-talkie still work?
I don't know.
And who's he in touch with anyway? Who's he talking
That's an
to?
amplifier for his hearing aid.
I think he listens to NASCAR on it.
What's he doing out there?
Oh my God.
But he's his own worst enemy. Because he started in with people. He's out there screaming about my glasses.
Right, he's trying to
Just
tell
shut
them
up.
that they should be involved with you.
Yeah, shut up. Stand there quietly. I asked the guy, he told me he was going to do it. He can't do it. He can't help himself.
Yeah, nobody asked for his opinion on your glasses. He came barreling into everybody.
Yeah. Don't worry about me, about what people say about me or say about you. Just stand there. Stand there.
Well,
it's so easy, his job. If he just stands there, he won't do it. He's a yenta. He loves it. He became a whole personality with appearances and don't ask. My worst nightmare has happened. I got a celebrity limo driver.
A celebrity security.
Yeah.
He's Steve from the Jerry Springer show. He'll spin off his own show.
He's got his own show now. Welcome to Celebrity Limo Driver. He's out there, don't touch me, throwing things. I mean, am I asking too much? I'm asking that guys don't pee in the same stall with each other and do crisscross.
Right.
And I'm asking Ronnie to stand there and do his job. Everyone thinks I'm playing around here because I have fun at work. They think they're supposed to be having fun. This is fun.
But you're still not doing the things they're doing. You're entertaining people.
Right.
They're playing with each other.
I know. It's enough. I don't know. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Everyone becomes a whole personality, and all their personalities are vomitous. You know what I mean? Like, their personalities are horrible.
One personality worse than the next.
Yeah, I mean, these are personalities that should be suppressed.
Are you talking about us, too?
Yeah, of course. You two guys are complete morons. I mean, you don't even know what's right or wrong. It's like, it's pathetic.
We've done a lot of dumb stuff for the show.
That's good. Dumb is good.
Think of dumb for the show, not dumb in the bathroom.
Well, we would pee on the show if you'd let us.
Yeah.
Idiots.
We know you'd pee on the show. You do it every day.
No, but it's also like Ronnie thinks it's kind of funny to be this buffoon. And I just want a security guard that isn't a buffoon. It's like, I have a very serious agent. I don't want my agent to be like peeing with other guys and throwing walkie-talkies. You know what I mean?
And then say, well, you do it.
Yeah, you guys are supposed to be professionals, you know? Especially Ronnie. I'm hiring to do security inside the compound here.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy now because Ronnie steps into the studio whenever we have a quote-unquote nut here.
Yeah, but Ronnie's nuts. Right. JD taps him on the shoulder or gives him a pat on the shoulder and he's throwing something. It'd be, my God. He's got to stop. I mean, I wouldn't go to a doctor who threw things at his patients, you know what I mean? Because he's aggravated. You know? All right, boys. Thank you.
Thank you. We won't let that happen again.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and then what are you going to do next that we have to stop you from doing?
Right. Come on, guys. You get it together. I mean, especially where other people got to go to the bathroom. Come on. Nobody's interested in that.
Right.
It's disgusting. All right, get out of here.
Okay.
Right. Stupid. Dopey. Two dopes. I mean... All right, Lisa, what else? I'm sorry you had to see that.
Well, that's okay.
All right.
I just wonder why.
Lisa's a real lady. She shouldn't have to see that, Rob.
No. I just want to know
why. What am I? What are you saying about me now?
I don't know why.
I'm not a real lady.
No.
I don't know why Ronnie's so angry. Like, what else is going on?
Well, yeah.
You think something underlies all this? That his life is falling apart or something?
I don't know.
Gee, what a there's a guess.
There's a leap.
You think Ronnie's life is falling apart?
Fucking instigating motherfucker.
I've never seen an angrier human being. But the worst thing is that he's like a security guy who's out of control. You know?
Scores, man, is about having fun, motherfuckers.
And this wasn't always... See, this is a recent thing. Ronnie used to have some control.
Well, why do you think Ronnie's not a cop? I mean, he always wanted to be a cop.
I know. You think he always was like this?
Yeah, I'm sure the cops took one look at him and went, listen.
A little hair trigger?
Yeah, I mean, dude, we don't need your aggravation. I'm sure. Did he ever take the police psychological exam? Honestly, did he?
I don't know.
You know, because today everyone calls themselves security, but, you know.
Those are people who couldn't be cops.
Yeah, sometimes I think so. That psychology part was really tough. They ask you shit that just pisses you the fuck off. They ask you a bunch of fucked up questions. Like, what do you think of your mother? Fuck
Piece
you.
of shit.
I couldn't answer it the right way. I tried to contain myself. I couldn't. How do you fail the police psychological? You got to be one fucking crazy bastard. Wouldn't you love to meet the guys who failed the police psychological exam?
Actually, no. I'd be a little afraid.
Was this close to being a cop.
And I failed the psychological.
Then this fucking asshole comes in there with his degree and fucking asks me a bunch of questions.
Piece of shit.
I think Ronnie once applied to be a cop. I'm not sure. I got to find out. Because there's no way he could pass the psychological exam. There's no fucking way. He is a power-hungry motherfucker. He's throwing shit. He's going berserk back there, I think. Where is he? You got it under control now, or what? What was that?
Is he out of Scott's office? He had locked himself.
This isn't one of those strip club appearances. He needs to calm down. This is a professional work area.
I'm Scores Man, damn it. And I'm about getting drunk. I'm about having fun. I'm about having a good time. I'm about meeting girls. I'm about meeting guys. And whoever doesn't like it can go fuck themselves, because that's what I'm all about. I'm Scores Man. And that's what Scores Man is all about.
That's some philosophy. His whole persona is to yell and scream and throw things at people. It's not working for him.
Piece of shit. Shut him off.
That's why it was great that Pete was doing that impression.
Yeah.
He captured Ronnie completely.
Hey, Manny.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Hey, good morning.
Hey. You know, Howard, you kind of have to take some of the credit for creating this mental midget Ronnie. I mean, the guy's socially retarded.
Right.
He knows what's appropriate about as much as Sal and Richard do, for crying out loud.
I know.
Whatever happened to him sitting down in the car?
Yeah, well.
Isn't that his job? I mean, honestly.
Even when he used to sit and wait for me in the car, he was weird.
Really?
He's still weird.
Well, yeah, he's just like, he seemed like he was angry everywhere he had to take me.
I mean, he yells.
It wasn't a comfortable kind of thing, you know?
Honest to God.
It was a horrible personality.
He needs a coach, some kind of life coach or something, to tell him what's socially acceptable.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, well, you got to have a good heart-to-heart with him again, because he obviously doesn't hear very well.
No, he's not getting it.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I guess I am to blame in the sense that I put up with it. You know? I put up with this behavior. Right now, I got a situation I got to go out in the hall and solve, so I'm going to have to take a break.
There's something else going on?
Well, Scott, the engineer's intern, is supposed to be archiving for me right now, which is, we're desperately up a deadline for a history of Howard 4.
Right.
But Ronnie's locked him out of Scott's studio because Ronnie's carrying on like an asshole. So I got to go.
He's a baby.
I got guys who have to work. I can't be part of this. So I got to now.
So he's still locked in there?
Yeah. He locked himself in a room that we have work going on in. His safe room, when he acts like mental, is Scott's studio, except I've got people who have to work in there.
Do we have to consider Scott a hostage?
The door just miraculously opened.
Yeah, well, it better open. I don't have time to handle all this shit, Gary. Straighten this out right now. I mean it.
Tell the guy we got work going on back there. If he needs a safe room, use the fucking bathroom. Or no, not the bathroom. Use the green room or something.
Isn't there like a slop sink closet out there?
How
somewhere?
about not needing a safe room? He doesn't need a safe room.
What's going on with you?
Nothing.
You throwing stuff?
I wasn't throwing anything. I didn't throw
saw the
anything
tape.
at him. What?
I saw the tape. You're out of control.
Okay, I'm out of control.
Just stand there. Stop talking in the halls to people. You
Tell
don't listen
Doug
to me.
then to shut his TV show off for me then, okay? I don't need to be his
Don't
TV show.
answer. Don't go up to
I don't
JD and
need
say
this guy
about
standing
Howard's
in my
glasses.
face with a live camera. I don't need that stuff.
We
Tell him
have
to get
cameras
his
here.
TV show
This
off for me.
job
I
is
don't need to
cameras.
be Doug's TV show because he doesn't have content today.
Listen to me.
Tell him to leave me alone.
Ron.
Seriously.
You started this.
I'm not Doug Goodstein's fucking baby fucking camera dude here.
You
I don't
started
get
this. You started this.
He tells me I'm doing his job.
You
It's
walk-
not his job to bug my ass all day.
His job is to walk around with a camera, and anyone who acts out, they're going to fucking
I wasn't
photograph.
acting out. I said leave me alone after I walked out of his studio. I can't be left alone.
Listen to me.
You asked me to go out there
You
and
just
mind my
had a
business.
major-
I'm trying to do that, and I can't do it.
You brought this on yourself.
Okay.
Just listen to me. You went up to JD and go, how come no one's
I
complaining
didn't go
about
up to
Howard's
JD.
glasses?
I didn't go up to JD.
Well, whoever you went up to.
All right, whatever.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Be like those black guys out there.
Look, I didn't throw the thing at JD. It was just, I was giving Doug content for his TV show. I threw it on the floor.
Okay.
I didn't throw it at JD.
Look,
all right?
watch the tape.
I didn't throw it at him.
Watch the
Did it
tape.
hit him? Did it get anywhere near him?
Yes.
No. It went into the green room.
Look.
I don't want to. Stop. Okay? Stop it. If I wanted to hit him with it, I definitely could have hit him with it with no problem.
Yeah. Well, listen to me. Don't throw anything at people. I've told you this.
Dude, I threw it at the floor.
Don't throw anything.
Okay, it went
Zero throwing.
I had
And
to
secondly,
give Doug content for his TV show.
no,
that's
you don't.
what it's all
That's
about.
not your
here.
job. I don't ask you
That's
to
what
make content.
Doug is all about. Don't you know that?
You don't work for Doug. You work for me.
Well, Doug thinks I work for him.
No.
Because he thinks I'm one of his puppets.
No. You
I'm
feel
not one of
you
Doug's
want
puppets.
you want to entertain, so you
Okay.
get on TV.
Okay,
I don't need it. I don't need a security limo driver who's on TV.
Well, how about we do this then?
Go ahead.
Let's do this.
Go ahead.
How about I stay outside there where the guy who supposedly is very quiet and does
Yeah.
nothing?
Yes.
Okay?
Go ahead.
I'll stay out there and he could stay in here. How's that? Is that better?
I don't know.
Would that
That's-
work out
no,
better?
no. How
Would
about
that
you
work out better?
Then you stay in your car and bring him in here because I need someone I know in here.
Okay, fine.
Someone I know. But you got to behave.
Look.
You got to behave. Ron, look at me.
I'm
you
looking
got
at you.
to behave.
I'm looking straight at
Stop
you.
performing.
I am
Stop being a
looking
monkey and
straight at
performing.
you,
Okay,
dude.
then listen.
And,
Then
you
now
know,
I
we
need
went
you to
through this
listen.
the last time, and
Now I
went
need
out
you to
there
listen.
minding my business.
No, you didn't.
And this
You
guy,
started
and these
in with
guys,
everyone
all they,
about
no,
my
'cause all they
glasses.
do is start with this camera shit.
That's
'Cause
right.
They're not
There's gonna
happy.
be
Because
Ronnie.
they don't want to leave me alone.
Can you
okay?
work where a camera is? Because there's going to be a camera
Where
there.
a camera is. Stop it.
Can you work with a camera in around what you're doing?
Yep. They don't have to follow me. There's no reason to follow
They're
me.
going to follow
if I'm standing
everyone.
there doing nothing.
They follow everyone. If you're doing nothing, they'll get bored and leave. You're obviously doing something that's interesting to them. You're acting out.
I'm sitting there.
You can't admit you're acting out for the camera. You just said you feel pressure to have to act out
I'm
for
not
Doug's
acting out
camera
for the camera,
because they're
okay?
light on content.
Right. Okay.
You don't have to be the
No,
content.
that's not.
You don't have to be the content. Just stand there and they will leave you alone. You're way interesting. You're throwing things. You're yelling at JD. Or you're carrying on about my glasses. Stand there. You're a pro.
Whatever.
You're an older man.
Right.
Did you ever take the police psychological exam?
I'm not going to start with
Did you?
No, dude. I'm
Did
not
you
going-
take
I'm
the
not
psychological?
Going there now. Don't
I'm
going to
give it to you. I'm going to give you the police
you do whatever
psychological
you
exam.
want, okay?
Why are you starting in with people?
I'm not. Enough. I'm done. Okay?
No.
I'm done.
Are you stopping? Are you going to stop?
I'm done. I'm done in here and I'm done out there. Okay.
You're done.
I'm done. Okay.
Ronnie, talk to me for a second. Come on.
No, you guys
Please.
are done.
What I deal with
Go
all
back
day.
to your
What are you
boss.
done with?
Go back to your boss and tell him I'm not his puppet. Goodbye with the camera. Okay.
I'm busy straightening
You're not
everyone
gonna-
out. If I
you're
could
not
put
gonna
my
be on
brains in
camera
their
anymore?
head, then there'd be no problem.
Okay. I'm not your puppet and I'm not
They're
your
children.
puppet. So go
I'm
away
the
with
only
your
one who's sane
microphone and
around
Go
here.
away with your thing.
Excuse
Goodbye.
me.
That's it.
I'm not ranting and raving in the
No.
halls anymore.
I've seen odd behavior.
I used to, but I stopped.
Right. Well, you're able to control yourself, evidently. You know?
Fred seems to be managing to get in and out of work most
I'm not
days.
throwing anything. I'm
No,
not
you mind your own
anybody.
business. I mean, it's really not. I'm just asking Ronnie to be quiet. Just quiet down. Don't
and then
act
he's
out.
telling you, then make this happen and that happen. You got to change the whole environment.
Ever wonder why?
him.
Yeah, exactly. You ever wonder why Will is never on Howard TV? Did you ever wonder?
No, it never occurred to me.
You want to know
don't
why?
Think about him.
Because
Yeah.
he's not interesting.
Right.
He just stands there and does
He
his
does his job.
Yeah, he's doing his job. That's
Right.
the answer.
You want to know why Richard and Sal are always on Howard TV?
Because they're always up to something.
They're always up to hijinks. They love the camera on them. That's the difference. Ronnie loves the camera.
Yeah. I mean, Scott's not on.
No.
Ronnie and Scott are out there at the same time.
Right. It's the crazies. So I'm begging Ronnie, please just stand there and don't do anything, and no camera will care about
Well,
you.
then make Doug stop.
Make Doug stop. We'll change the whole show.
If he didn't throw the phone,
right,
Doug
he wouldn't be on.
be shooting him.
And Ronnie likes getting on camera.
Right. I mean, he even betrayed himself. I'm doing it for Doug.
Right.
I thought your job was security.
Right.
Not working for Doug.
No, now he works for Doug.
Well, get the
stand
camera
corrected.
off me, because he's like a lab rat. He can't not do it if the camera's there.
Right. Good Lord.
Got to go get that cheese.
I see a camera. I gotta go nuts.
Yeah.
And even the throwing. I did that for the camera.
You did it for the camera? Who asked you to be on the camera?
Now he's thinking
Doug wants.
of scenes and ending scenes.
Yeah. He needs a good piece of tape for the that show we do every week with John Hine and Rachel Fine. Doug's making me. I'm going to lock myself in Scott's room so no one can get in and do their work. I don't know. And then when I make these points to him, he goes, that's it, I'm out of here. I can't talk about this. You can't talk about it because I'm making sense. I'm right. Of course I'm right. I'm a very logical guy. I mean, Ronnie sees me off the air. I don't do a thing. I walk around.
They all see you.
I know. I don't know why he doesn't follow my example. Then he's out there. They got tape of him attacking the camera 3 minutes ago. He's busy with the camera guy.
Was this after or before he threw the phone?
This is 3 minutes ago he started attacking.
Go away.
Oh, this is after he left here just now?
Yeah.
Oh, it's when he came
Or
back
when he came in.
to show how sane he was.
That's after I just got done with him.
Ugh.
Ay. I'll straighten it out, I hope, but I don't know if I can.
Good luck.
Well,
Why do I have to be the boss? Isn't this Tim's job to straighten everyone
How
out?
many times are you going to straighten it out?
All right. I'm taking myself out of it. Tim's the boss of everyone now.
I don't know.
Everyone thinks I'm the boss. Tim is the boss.
Because obviously they don't listen to you.
No. Tim. Why am I in charge of Ronnie?
Tim is coming back, I think, Howard. But he was, I heard him out in the hallway. He's like, Ronnie, you're out of control.
This is the greatest show on earth.
Tim said that?
He did. When Ronnie walked in and hit the camera, he said, hey, you're out of control.
All right. I'm no longer in charge of Ronnie.
Please, give me a break.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be in charge of Ronnie.
You're in charge of Ronnie from now on.
Handled.
Thank you. I don't want to... Hey, Tim. I don't want to be in charge of anyone. You know what I mean?
I'll take care of it.
Any personnel.
I'll take care of it.
I just want to be like a disc jockey who comes in and hangs
worries.
out, does his show, and then leaves.
Okay.
So when you find out that Sal and Richard have been peeing on the seat of the toilet, handle it.
I've already talked to him.
All right.
Good. Yeah, I don't want to be the boss anymore. I'm really not the boss.
Well, I'll handle it. Don't worry.
Really?
I now have the tools in order to take the weight off.
Poor Tim.
I feel good. I'm no longer in charge. Now I'm just like one of the guys.
And in addition to all of his other duties.
I'm really not in charge. That's what people don't understand. People don't get that I'm not in charge. I just work at Sirius like they do.
But, I love that the attitude, I'm sure, of Richard and Sal is that Howard's going to love this when they do.
I know. I don't love that.
When he hears this, he's going to love it.
I love when they do a phony phone call or they write a bit or something. That's what I love. You know, it's crazy. Everybody around here is nuts. You know, I can't. My head's going to explode from this. I come to work and it's like
It's a daycare center in here.
Yeah, I'm solving everyone's problems every minute. I can't do this anymore.
Trying to make these people behave.
This is why I'm getting out of the business. I'm not paid to babysit.
They have us locked in here. It's not to keep us protected from the outside. It's protecting the outside from us.
I know. I'm running a business. I'm in the Howard Stern business, not this other bullshit. The other security guards' lives. I don't know anything about those black guys. And that's the way it should be. Stand there and look, official. You know? Look like you want to rip someone's head off if they get out of line. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, he does look like that.
Yeah.
If you want, I haven't seen it yet, but Doug says they have the clip with audio of Ronnie throwing the walkie-talkie. Doug says it's good, but you got to bring up the audio if you want to hear it, Fred.
All right, let me hear it.
Get out, you fucking asshole! Get out of here!
Oh my God!
Don't fucking touch me!
Oh, I can't have it, shoulder.
Oh boy!
Now he's got to go retrieve his walkie-talkie.
Does that walkie-talkie still work?
I don't know.
And who's he in touch with anyway? Who's he talking
That's an
to?
amplifier for his hearing aid.
I think he listens to NASCAR on it.
What's he doing out there?
Oh my God!
But he's his own worst enemy. Because he started in with people. He's out there screaming about my glasses.
Right, he's trying to
Just
tell
shut
them
up.
that they should be involved with you.
Yeah, shut up. Stand there quietly. I asked the guy, he told me he was going to do it. He can't do it. He can't help himself.
Yeah, nobody asked for his opinion on your glasses. He came barreling into everybody.
Yeah. Don't worry about me, about what people say about me or say about you. Just stand there. Stand there. Talk with him not to throw anything. Everybody's a consumer of my glasses.
I think it's time.
And I just talked to Ronnie in the car about it. I said, watch. I said, I got to switch my glasses. People carry on. Everything you do. What is he doing? What is he doing? The head of security is the most dangerous guy in the building.
Howard, he just barricaded himself in Scott's room.
Good.
You should have
That's where he should be.
The black security guards should come in and watch Ronnie.
You're not kidding. Yeah. Those guys, those black guys stand there. They just stand there.
They don't mix in. They do their
They
job.
don't mix in with the people. I love black people. They don't mix. They do their job. That's it. Stand there. These three black guys and one black woman, I see them every morning. They stand there. They got a suit and tie on. Black people are no nonsense.
Professional.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Every morning they say good morning. They like almost stand at attention. They do their job. They don't.
That's right.
They don't look at glasses. They don't look at. They don't.
And
go
I told that to
events.
Ronnie. I said, Ronnie, stop mixing it up with people. Don't comment. You see me. I don't care what's going on. He starts in with people. How come you're not making fun of Howard's glasses? You know, black people appreciate having a job.
Yeah, the other security guards, you say good morning, they're like, good morning. You say it to Ronnie, he's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
He's always like got an attitude.
Fuck you. I mean, fuck you. What is that?
Every morning he says to me, what's your problem?
I don't know a thing about...
Well,
it's so easy, his job. If he just stands there. He won't do it. He's a yenta. He loves it. He became a whole personality with appearances and don't ask. My worst nightmare has happened. I got a celebrity limo driver.
Celebrity security.
Yeah.
He's like Steve from
yeah,
the Jerry Springer show. He'll spin off his own show.
He's got his own show now. Welcome to Celebrity Limo Driver. He's out there, don't touch me, throwing things. I mean, am I asking too much? I'm asking that guys don't pee in the same stall with each other and do crisscross.
Right.
And I'm asking Ronnie to stand there and do his job. Everyone thinks I'm playing around here because I have fun at work. They think they're supposed to be having fun. This is fun.
But you're still not doing the things they're doing. You're entertaining people.
Right.
They're playing with each other.
I know. It's enough. I don't know. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Everyone becomes a whole personality, and all their personalities are vomitous. You know what I mean? Like, their personalities are horrible.
One personality worse than another.
Yeah, I mean, these are personalities that should be suppressed.
Are you talking about us, too?
Yeah, of course. You two guys are complete morons.
For us.
I don't care. I've got a huge problem with my headphones pressing into my glasses.
We were in the middle of a phone call. He
doesn't know what goes on here.
He barreled
He's supposed
into the
to
office.
stand there like a goddamn robot.
I agree.
We haven't had one incident here in 4 years. He's security. He's got the cush job of a century. Just shut your fucking mouth.
I like
about
Ronnie.
me, about my glasses, about anything.
Oh my God! I think I'm gonna be tour guide.
Who's he to compare his glasses to yours?
Shut up,
He
Sal.
got his glasses at
Sal,
Ann Taylor.
Sal, you're an asshole.
I like Ronnie best when he sleeps in Scott's office.
Yeah.
Which he was doing the other day, by the way.
Well, wake him up when you see that.
Well, at least he's not talking to anybody in the hall.
We had a bunch of things we were going to make noise with, and then he woke up right when we got there.
Yeah, he's standing security. I mean, the one thing the guy's got to do is be awake for 5 hours while I'm in the building.
Impossible.
Yeah. Can't do it.
He's old. They sleep easily.
Something's going on out here.
What?
I don't know. I just heard shit being thrown.
Oh, no.
And I heard the words, don't fucking touch me.
Oh, no.
Who touched who?
What?
What's he doing?
It's JD patted his show. What happened?
Yeah, I patted his shoulder, and then he threw his walkie-talkie at me.
Here we go again.
Jesus.
He got to stop throwing things.
You know, he could be, at the point where he's too volatile.
Yeah.
Sometimes the elderly can't control their
I'm telling you, what is he doing? Don't sit there and talk. Don't do shtick
Now
about
we gotta
my glasses.
tell people not to talk to Ronnie.
What's he doing? And he's throwing things again. I had a whole... I mean, you don't even know what's right or wrong. It's like, it's pathetic.
We've done a lot of dumb stuff for the show.
That's good. Dumb is good.
Think of dumb for the show, not dumb in the bathroom.
Well, we would pee on the show if you'd let us.
Yeah.
Idiots.
We know you'd pee on the show. You do it every day.
But it's also like Ronnie thinks it's kind of funny to be this buffoon. And I just want a security guard that isn't a buffoon. It's like, I have a very serious agent. I don't want my agent to be like peeing with other guys and throwing walkie-talkies. You know what I mean?
And then say, well, you do it.
Yeah, you guys are supposed to be professionals, Especially Ronnie. I'm hiring to do security inside the compound here.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy now because Ronnie steps into the studio whenever we have a quote-unquote nut here.
Yeah,
but he's
Ronnie's
nuts.
Right. JD taps him on the shoulder or gives him a pat on the shoulder and he's throwing something. It'd be, my God. He's got to stop. I mean, I wouldn't go to a doctor who threw things at his patients. You know what I mean? Because he's aggravated. You know. All right, boys. Thank you.
Thank you. We won't let that happen again.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and then
Way to
what are
go.
you going to do next that we have to stop you from doing?
All right. Come on, guys. You get it together. I mean, especially where other people got to go to the bathroom. Come on. Nobody's interested in that.
Right.
It's disgusting. All right, get out of here.
Okay.
All right. Stupid. Dopey. Too dope.
How's it going?
Good. How are you
Here
today,
on the
sir?
Howard Stern Show.
Welcome
The
back.
Howard Stern TV show, right?
Yes, sir. Howard TV.
How you doing?
Good. Good to see you again, Dice.
Thank you. Here he is.
Clay.
How you doing?
Pleasure, sir. As
Been a
always,
while.
you look fantastic, man. Been hitting the iron, huh?
In the cage.
Love
You
it.
know about the cage.
I love it.
You gotta be in the cage.
Take care, Adam.
Cage is a mental and physical state of mind, just to let you know.
Are you in that state of mind right now for your upcoming interview?
Yeah, definitely. I gotta do like 100 interviews today. So I better be in the right frame of mind.
All right, Dice, we'll see you in the studio, sir.
By the way, I was just reading an article on Andrew Dice Clay in Playboy, which I thought was really well done. It was really a great sort of career retrospective of Andrew Dice Clay and how he got started, and I thought it was really terrific. And Andrew Dice Clay now is going to be in the new Woody Allen movie. His career is on a roll. He even slimmed down for the role.
Is
for the
this
look.
what, he did the Hollywood thing? He slimmed down for a role?
You know, you're amazing, Dice. Years ago, when I knew you, you would sometimes I'd call you, and you would be at a high school running track.
Oh, yeah, Fairfax track out in L.A.
Working out, and you would live on a can of tuna a day.
Yeah, I've been doing that again.
How much weight have you lost?
Well, this isn't like an overnight thing. This started like over 3 years ago when I first got Entourage, and I was like a 42 waist when I got the show.
You were very heavy. I was shocked when you walked through the door after not seeing you for years.
No, but what happened is I had 6 months to get ready.
Right.
You know, before we filmed, so I got to a normal weight, and then I just continued the training. You know, a lot of people hate being in the gym. You know, I actually enjoy it. You know,
you
and
like
I know
lifting
what to
the
do.
weights?
Well, it's not lifting as heavy weights as I could. I do heavy reps.
Right.
You know,
you do a lot of reps as opposed to heavy weight. What do you bench?
Well, I don't know, couple hundred if I really want.
A couple of
but I
hundred.
do. I
That's
can't
heavy
do,
weight.
It's not that much weight. It really isn't that much weight.
You know, I
because-
bench 95 pounds. That's my bench, but I do it 10 times.
You know what I mean? But you're only talking about your cock.
No,
It's
I'm
heavy.
talking about my chest.
Oh, okay.
It's terrible. I'm
But
very weak.
no, I just like doing it, and I was trained by a guy years ago. His name's George 𝗵𝗻.
Right.
I know it's funny. He was from Czechoslovakia, and he was the guy that trained Stallone for the Rockies.
But your arms now are more defined. I see some muscles.
He taught me how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for my body, how to train my body.
Do you still run?
Yeah, I do the running. Not so much on the track. I'll do the treadmill.
But the up and down with the weight is very bad. You've got to remain consistent because you would have gotten very, very heavy.
Yeah, no. Well, I took off about over 40 pounds over the last 3 years.
Do you think when your career isn't going super well, it leads to depression, and then you start to get heavy, and your weight
When
goes
it's going well?
No, when it's going well, all of a sudden you slim down.
Yeah, you got to
get
be
into
in the
shape.
cage.
You got to be.
You
in
know
the
the
zone.
Well, I
cage.
think he was like most
I know what
women
you're saying,
who
Robin.
stay out of the show business for a while to take care of the kids.
Right.
He gained a little weight.
That's
Yeah, I mean, you go through stuff like we've talked about in the past, personal things, you know.
Life is tough.
Well, you get sidetracked.
Is your net worth $1 million right now? Because I mean, do you realize how many tickets have you sold in your lifetime when you were playing these arenas and crazy, crazy crowds? I got to figure, have you ever counted up how much money you've made in your career? I'm talking about how much you actually were worth. I don't mean the gross sales.
I mean, it was big. I don't like, not everybody makes what I would call monopoly money. So I don't like to throw that, even on the radio, like in people's faces. But
I got to figure,
it was millions upon millions of dollars.
Shouldn't your net worth be close to $20 million or $30 million?
You know what? But I don't care.
Do you
know
really
what I mean?
not care?
I really don't care because my life was never... it wasn't about money to me. I know with fame you make money.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's part of the whole thing.
But isn't that crazy? I mean, you know the odds of making it as a stand-up comic, and which you really made it. You're one of the few guys that
I did over
play...
12... this special, we got a lot to cover. I know that.
Right.
But when I did Indestructible, see, you're throwing me off already. What are you going to do?
No, but what I'm saying to you is this. You have made a ton of money. You beat the odds.
Okay.
In a sense, every comic dreams of the success that you've had. They really do.
No, I know.
I mean,
you've been talking a lot about that.
You're one of maybe 20 guys, maybe even 10 guys, who have ever had that kind of success. Well, and then to suddenly say, hey, I'll just...
I'll put it to you this way. As far as those arena shows, and I've been doing a lot of press, obviously, with the movie.
Right.
But, like in this special that I did, at the beginning, they show some of my history. It's called Indestructible.
Right.
I mean, just to say it, it's on LOLflix.com, that people could download it now. They're playing it like crazy on Showtime, but...
Right.
They could download it now, LOL Flix, and, at the beginning, the way they show, like, the history of the arenas and figuring it out, because I did over 300 arena shows, they came up with the numbers, over 12 million tickets sold.
Right.
So, I mean,
that's a lot of tickets.
But what I do like, when you bring up, like, the new guys that, I set that bar at such a high level that most comics today, like struggling, wanting to make it, they all want to hit that, like,
they
rock
all want to
and roll.
be diced.
Like, if they don't do a place like the Garden, they feel they haven't made it.
That's right. But don't you think you made it above all these other guys because you developed a character? You were entertaining to
original.
watch.
I was
it was
the original.
It was entertaining to watch. Whereas many times, I'll even today go to see a stand-up comic, and it's sort of the same format. A guy talking. With you, it was a whole experience.
It's a show.
You came out like Elvis with the jacket, and you had the dice character, and you were like off the fucking wall.
Well, that's the whole thing. I talk about, like, my influences were never really comics.
Right.
So when I started seeing comics at the Comedy Store, and good comics, guys...
You want to be an actor.
I know you just had Seinfeld on,
right.
and, these were all guys starting out, and I'm not using Seinfeld as the example, but a lot of comics knew nothing. When I started watching comics at the Comedy Store...
Right.
Because I was going to use a comedic stage to hone, like, different personas for acting rather than going to acting school.
When you first got started,
no, but
you were doing personas. You didn't just have the dice character.
I was doing impressions. I would have my drums up there. I would do. I like to give them like a full show,
right?
Because I have a different talents. That I can
What point do you know the dice character clicked where you said, "Fuck it, I don't need to even do the other shtick. I'm just going to do."
Well, I
dice.
started really honing in around 83, 84 on the kind of material that I would talk about on stage, because I am a Brooklyn guy that moved to L.A. I was never really aware of a gay community.
Right.
And I could look out my window and see two guys making out on a porch. And even the way that whole, like, that gay segment started years ago, was that when talking about running, I went running down Santa Monica Boulevard on Halloween.
Right.
So I'm running towards, like, if people in L.A. from La Cienega to 𝗏𝗏𝗏, and as I'm running, all of a sudden I see thousands of gay guys in the street marching towards me.
Right.
You know, because it's Halloween and they're dressed with, Halloween. They really do it with the thongs and the pumps. And I come home and I was married to, we weren't even married yet, to 𝗏𝗏𝗏. And I said, I came up with the greatest subject for Dice. I go, the gay community.
Right.
So that's when I started doing jokes like, trans testicles. You meet the girl of your dreams, you whine a diner, you put your hand up a skirt, you hold in a tree trunk. Doing jokes like bisexual. What does that mean? You either suck dick or you don't suck dick. What do? Wake up in the morning, flip a coin, heads I want, hair pie, tails, balls across the nose.
Was the Dice character... Was that a Travolta impression at first?
No. I used to do...
You did Travolta.
I had a different act before I started doing straight stand-up.
Right.
And, that act was me turning from Jerry Lewis's Nutty Professor into John Travolta from Grease.
Right.
And then after I got, like, my first movie...
Which Jerry did you do? Did you ever do the serious
the Nutty
Jerry?
Professor.
You did Nutty Professor.
Yeah,
Actually, Howard, I'm not the same didactic or facetious in any way.
And then...
Is that what you did as a kid?
Formula.
Did you watch Jerry Lewis incessantly?
Well, just that movie. That's what I was into.
Nutty Professor.
That was it.
And you were able to always do that.
Fuck what else he's done.
When you were in school, would you do that for your friends? Would you sit and do the Nutty Professor?
I would do like the impression. Back then, I would do like Kirk Douglas or James. I was 8 years old.
Right.
But then, when I started seeing like Elvis and the great drummers like Buddy Rich and Gene Krupa and and then the Beatles hit, I just got into all.
You're a good drummer, right? I mean,
I'm a pretty good drummer.
Could you have gone to drumming professionally? Do you think?
Not the way I would have wanted to do it. I always had the dream of like Buddy Rich was a big band drummer.
Right.
And by the time I was in high school and my father's going, there are no big bands.
Right.
There's one band on Johnny Carson, so there's only going to be one drummer.
There's
I
no
also
way to
realized,
make a living doing that.
Well, I didn't want to play weddings my whole life. I'll put it to you that way. And I wasn't a great rock drummer.
Right.
Like my son Max, who, did you see Indestructible?
Yeah, I did. And I saw your son Max, and he's a drummer.
And Dylan plays, they're called LA Rocks,
And they play you on. They're your house band.
They're not a house. They actually just walked away from a record deal that came from that special.
Wow.
Because, the owner of the company and the kids just weren't on the same page.
Did you tell the kids, don't go into music, it's a hard life?
If you ever saw them live, you would turn around and go, I'm producing them.
Wow.
I got a CD that I'm going to play on different shows, and if you played one song from their EP, they're up on
Are they
iTunes.
a rock band?
Their whole idea since... they're 4 years apart. Since they're 10 and 14 has been to bring back the kind of rock like we would like from like the 80s, 90s, like the real rock bands.
Isn't dead?
What's that?
Is rock dead? I mean,
rock has been kind of dead for a long time, but even as little kids, like, they came up, they know all kinds of music. They know Sinatra.
How old
they
are
know
your boys
all those
now?
things. 18 and 22.
So do you say to them, look, give it some time, but at some point you got to get out of the music business?
No, you don't understand. At 14 years old, my youngest was 14, and they were playing places like the Whiskey. Record companies were coming to them, and Dylan, who was only 14, got a little overwhelmed.
Right.
And I would say to him, I go, look, you don't want to play, don't play. I go, I'm not Michael Jackson's father. I'm not going to beat you into stardom.
Right.
And then he went through high school. He developed his body, got into water polo and swimming. And about 6 months before my special, he started playing again.
Right.
And that's why they did that song Outlaw on the special. I wanted to do it as a family and sort of just open the door for them. But
do you feel... Because you are a good father. I know that about you. So here you are, you're a guy who made a lot of money in his career. But even back in the day I knew you, you would really legitimately go to Atlantic City or Vegas, go through $1 million in a night and gamble.
Yeah, well, the last 3, I didn't gamble for 10 years. And
but didn't you feel responsibility to your kids to hold on to your money? Why? Don't you think you were reckless?
I held money. You got to understand, when I would play, I could sit down, okay?
Right.
Let's say I sat down and lost $200,000.
Right.
The next day, I'll go and win $700,000.
But every gambler says that.
No. But I'm not. No, every gambler won't tell you about their losses.
That's true.
My biggest loss ever was $700,000 a day for 3 days.
Oh my God!
But you got to understand, in the arenas, like when I would lose money like that, my father would go, "So I'll book 3 shows. You'll get
Yeah,
it
but
back."
why do that? Why not take the
It was out of boredom.
$700,000 and
It
put?
was-
But
it was
Dice,
boredom.
Why didn't you just take the money rather than gamble?
Yeah, but
invest it in some, in safe investments. Be vested. You would you would have such
That's no fun.
You would have a great
Robert,
nest egg, don't you?
But you're
I'm always
stuck
amazed by
on-
guys who live on the edge.
You're stuck on the money thing. I always know. Like now again, I'm making money.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now I'll save it more. You know, it's like what Jackie Gleason said years ago. The first $1 million, you just throw it away, and then, you get serious about it.
But just because Jackie Gleason says
No,
it
but
doesn't
I
mean you've
believe
got to
that
live your
because-
life that way.
Well, think about it. When your career took off, okay, and you started making money.
Right.
You didn't buy the things you want. You didn't get the house you want, the cars you want.
No, but I always live. First of all, a house to me is an investment. But you always live within
And
your
I would
means.
do that. You know what I mean?
Listen, I'm fascinated by you that you could live on the edge like that. To me, that's living
I don't
on the
give
edge.
a fuck with money.
Yeah, but just because you get to be older and you want to have a nice life and
Yeah, but
you
I
beat
do.
the odds.
I got 2 homes.
You do?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When Woody Allen approaches you for a movie, and I've always said this about you.
We jumping
We're jumping all over the
We
place.
got to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, that's right.
I am on my toes. We didn't finish one thing, we're into another thing.
When Woody Allen comes to you for a movie, you don't do the movie for financial gain, right? I mean, Woody Allen,
no,
right.
it's like getting a
It's an
call from
honor.
any of the great, producer,
But how does
directors.
that happen? I mean, what is it like to be on the phone with Woody Allen?
Well, I was never actually on the phone with him, Robin.
Yeah?
I was actually here doing Westbury.
Right.
And I got a call from my manager, Bruce, and he goes, "I need you to stay in New York tomorrow. Woody Allen wants to meet you."
Wow.
And I thought he was kidding me.
Right.
Because, I'm thinking, all right, yeah, Woody Allen's looking for me.
Right, yeah.
Like if he would have said Scorsese, I said, yeah, I get it. Maybe
Right.
there's another Goodfellas part 2,
Because Woody Allen...
I would never think we'd blend together.
Yeah, probably the question was like, well, how does Woody Allen even... I mean, of course he knows you because every comic would be aware of you. But like Woody
Where
Allen...
does he see you?
You think of him as so cerebral and you know what I mean?
No,
and,
but he's still a comic.
Right.
And he and through the years, I'm not going to stand here because I did his movie and say I'm a Woody Allen freak.
Right.
I've loved some of his movies. I got some of my favorite movies, like Broadway Danny Rose. I went crazy.
It's a terrific movie, of course.
But the point is, he's one of the greats, and that's it.
Right.
So when I realized it was a real meeting and I came in there, I said, number one, I want you to know, Dice is not in the room.
Right.
You're meeting Andrew.
Right.
Because he isn't a tough guy from Brooklyn. He's a nice guy. He's a regular guy. And I just sort of wanted to relax him because all he knows of me was that persona.
Right.
Like when I'm on stage, honey, flip those tits into my face, you big-titted motherfucker.
But I would think Woody would like that.
Let's go finger bang a couple chicks around the fucking block. Oh, Woody, get the fuck out of here. I didn't act like that in the meeting. You know what I mean?
Right. So you were being sensitive to him and saying, hey, let me relax you right away. Now, I've heard wild stories.
Well, I wanted him to know, a real human being is coming in there.
I've heard wild stories about Woody Allen in that, like, he'll do an audition of somebody and literally just sit there quiet and walk out after like 5 seconds. If he doesn't like you, like, he won't waste his time and he won't waste your time.
That wasn't this case.
Did you have to audition?
Yeah, what happened is, he's very loose about it. This guy's, what did they say, a movie for the last 35 years every year?
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
So when I came in the room, you know, it was relaxed like this. It was a big room like this, you know,
Just
couches.
him?
No, he's standing. The people he worked with, the casting woman was up, the producer. So everybody was like relaxed, not with their feet up on a desk. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, I said what I said to him. I go, by the way, I just want you to know Dice isn't in the room.
Do you
know.
address the other people in the room,
Yeah.
or you just sort of
no,
one-on-one?
definitely. I said hello to everybody. Was very cool.
Were you nervous at all? Because you knew deep down inside, and let's be honest, this is like a big deal for you, because part of sort of your comeback, or whatever you want to call it, that would be the icing on the cake. You know that going in, because it's going to take everyone by surprise that Dice is now the star of one of Woody Allen's movies.
Well, I actually didn't think I was going to get what I was coming in there for.
Right.
So he comes over to me.
So you're not nervous?
No, I'm nervous.
Right.
Because
it's Woody Allen.
Woody Allen.
Right, yeah.
Like, it's not even like a real person to me. It's somebody I've been watching him film all these years.
Because you're a guy who hides his nerves pretty well. Because I remember when you got
started...
No,
if I'm nervous, I'll admit it.
Yeah, because when you first started, and I heard the famous story of all famous stories. It's one of the greatest stories of all time, what you did. You were a comic. You had kind of gotten hot in L.A. You were doing your thing for, you know, all these clubs. And you got invited to some sort of roast or something.
Oh, that's where my nerves were.
Were you nervous for that? What was that event? What year was it?
Obviously, you know, I don't want to give... You know, obviously, I've been telling you about this book that's coming out.
Right.
You know, it's coming out through Simon & Schuster. It's called The Filthy Truth.
You've been saying that for 5 years.
No, but I mean... No, David Ritz is writing. He took what I had, and now he's writing the book.
Right.
And do you know who he is? The kind of books he's done? Like Ray Charles. They did the movie from that. Etta James.
So this is one of the stories you tell.
Yeah, so...
But I want to hear it from you.
We're talking about the Big Brothers.
Right.
You know, so I get a call. So things are hot. I'm playing places like the Roxy. The whole industry's trying to get in to see me.
Right.
And I get a call from, at that time, my manager, Barry Josephson.
I remember
You know,
Barry.
who worked for... He was like my day-to-day guy, and Sandy Gallon was the big manager.
Right.
So I get a call from Barry about this Big Brothers event at the Beverly Hills Hotel. And he goes, look, I'm not even sure if we could get you on, but they want you there.
Right.
And it's a black tie thing. Every male star, every producer, every talk show host, it's $12,000 a plate, you know, and...
It would be the place to be seen.
Yeah, so now he puts on Sandy. And Sandy, you know, he didn't become a big manager because he's stupid.
Right.
You know, but he also knew my personality.
Right.
So he gets on the phone with me and he goes, look, he goes, I don't know if they'll bring you up there tonight, but if you go on, he goes, we got a great game going. He goes, you're it. You're hot.
Right.
He goes, if you go on and you bomb, the game is over.
Because everyone in show business was going to be there who could influence.
Biggest names. I mean, I met people, you know, like...
Who was there that night?
Oh, well, number one, the host was Carl Reiner.
Right.
You know, he could make a career right there.
Right.
On the stage with him, there was like a podium.
Right.
On the stage with him is Jack Lemmon and Richard Crenna.
Right.
Sitting right in front of him at the front table, Sidney Poitier with Aaron Spelling.
Right.
I'm just giving you certain, you know, there were stars there. Anybody, Joel Silver, who wound up doing Ford Fairlane was there.
Big producers, movie guys,
biggest
everything.
Guys in the business. So I know Sandy.
So Sandy says to you, the setup is, if you go on and kill, the world is yours.
Yeah.
But you don't even need to do it because the world is yours anyway. But if you go there and bomb,
it's over.
You're a show business pariah.
Yeah, it's over.
Right.
But he also knew my personality. You know, if you put a challenge in front of me, I mean, all the years as a comic at the Comedy Store, it's a showcase club. So when you go up there, you're hoping maybe there's a casting agent out there, a producer looking for somebody. You're telling me I got the whole industry in one place?
So, not to make a pun, but you're rolling the dice.
That's right.
Right.
And he's covering his tracks because if I bomb you get the call going, I told you.
Right.
And then he moves on to find the next guy.
Right.
You know, and Barry Josephson takes the blame.
Right.
You know,
right,
why'd
right.
you even ask me to do this if you knew there was a chance?
But you knew this was a shortcut to superstar.
But I called my father because my father worked really close with Sandy. You know, even though Sandy was my showbiz manager, I wouldn't make a move without talking to my father.
Right.
And I get my father on the phone, and he goes, don't hold back anything.
Right.
He goes, don't even think about it. Let him fucking have it.
Wow.
You know.
Good advice.
So anyway, they bring up, so all night, you know, and it's black tie, and I'm in a motorcycle jag. You know what I wear on stage.
Look,
with the American flag on the back, says rock and roll across it. And I'm sitting there, and they keep bringing up different guys, and everybody's starting off like, I got a cute story to tell you. You know what I mean? They keep telling these cute stories, and the room's
everyone's sucking each other's balls.
And it's decent. You know, it's a great show. And then I'm sitting there, and Carl Reiner starts introducing what was it again? The something for the Bush administration.
Right.
The advisor to the Bush administration. So I'm going to bring him up for a few minutes, Andrew Dice Clay. And I'm telling you, Robin, Howard, as I'm walking up there, it was almost like a Scorsese film, the way he shoots everything in slow motion.
Yeah.
Like even when I lit my cigarette, like I'm hearing that, you know, and as I come on the stage, I smack Jack Lemmon.
You smack him?
Yeah,
in the face?
No, like a tap, like, hey, you bastard. Like, and afterwards,
and
my
the
manager
crowd went nuts, right?
Well,
you
no.
At you that smacked moment, Jack Lemmon in the head, and everyone was
quiet.
Quiet. Right.
You know, because even my manager told me it. He goes, when you tap Jack Lemmon's face like that, like you're some street guy in Brooklyn that he owes money to.
Right.
You know, he goes, people are looking because nobody's touched that guy in 20 years.
Right. I mean,
and you
were unknown. I mean, this was unheard of.
Unheard of.
Right. So you smack him.
So I come to the mic, and I'm behind the podium now, like I'm running for president, right?
Right.
So I take out the cigarette, I light the cigarette, and I always would start my shows like this because I'm used to silence from coming up at the Comedy Store.
You would purposely wait, almost do like a pantomime.
I'm feeling the crowd. I want to feel where I got to go.
And you would, the thing with the cigarette would take, you would light for like 10 minutes of lighting your cigarette.
It's not that long, but it feels like 10.
Right.
So I'm looking over at Carl Reiner, who's like to my left now. You're the audience, you know. Right. And I'm just looking at him. I take a puff, and I'm like, I blow the smoke, you know, I wave it around. I go, you know, I notice you've been telling these cute little stories all night. Well, I got a cute story. And then I look out at the crowd. I go, I got my tongue up this chick's ass. You know. And just the way you guys are laughing, they were laughing for, it went on and on till I could even continue the joke.
And it was such a great crowd for that because it's so inappropriate at a thing like that.
They couldn't believe what they were hearing. And then I ended the set. Sidney Poitier's in the front.
Yeah.
You know, and he's royalty, this guy.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, and I'm looking at him, and I start talking about the black dick.
Yeah.
You know, and Aaron Spelling's like punching him, and I go, hey, Sidney, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Throw it up here. You know, and Aaron Spelling throws him on the floor and starts punching him, and the crowd gets up, and they're laughing.
And they were probably so grateful because it was kind of a stiff and stodgy night, and here's a guy who's really
No, but I mean, you want to talk about getting an audience, killing, destroying, leaving nothing.
Did you know as it was happening, you were killing and destroying?
I knew it was killing.
Right.
You know, when I was walking up, I was nervous. I felt the sweat.
Right.
You know, but I was like, just let him have it.
Because it is a gamble.
You know,
your father's words were ringing in your head. Hey, just let him have it.
Let him have it.
Right,
Don't hold back.
Right.
You know, so I kill the crowd. I come back to my seat, and they're still going crazy.
Right.
So it's almost like a moment you're like shaking inside.
Right.
Because now Carl Reiner comes to the mic, and he's looking at, and he lets the crowd settle, and he goes, look, I don't know what happened in this room just now, But all I'm saying is I'm seeing these old cockers that I thought are dead for 15 years laughing their balls off. And all I could say, in this room tonight, Andrew Dice Clay became a star.
Wow, I got the
And
chills.
the place went nuts.
Do you get goosebumps when you tell that story?
Oh, you kidding? It took everything not to cry like a baby feeling what I felt.
And
you know what I mean?
Sandy Gallen, your manager, who said to you, look, you fuck up, you're
Sandy wasn't there.
He wasn't.
He sent Barry.
Yeah, but
you know, because if I fucked up, he's out of the room.
Yeah, right. He has next
when Ford Fairlane opened, Sandy was in Europe.
But
that's where my manager went for the opening.
But all right, did Barry turn to you and go, holy shit?
No, he's trying to be cool, and he was with this agent from William Morris, Carrie Woods.
Right.
So Barry drives me home that night, and he goes, you have no idea what just happened. And I go, I do know what happened.
Right.
You know, but what's funny is after I'm up there, the next guy they bring up is Gary Shandling.
Yeah.
This schmuck. This fucking jerk off.
You don't like Gary? I think
do
Gary's
like
brilliant.
Gary,
Yeah.
but he's a putz. You
What
know
did
that.
he do?
You know, just his personality is putsy. He always was, you know. I would be in La Jolla with this guy.
What, did he do something to you?
No,
that night?
no. That night, so he comes up. Now, I just destroyed a room.
Right.
And his opening line is, I always loved following Dice at the Comedy Store. Crickets.
Well, listen.
No, crickets. No, let me tell you what happened.
Right.
You didn't see Gary for 5 years after that.
Right.
Then they gave him Larry Sanders.
Right.
His career was dead in the water after that. But after Gary, they bring on Red Buttons.
Right.
Okay? So instead of doing it like that, Red Buttons attacks me.
Oh,
no,
wow.
in a great way.
Oh, okay.
He goes, look at this. I come up here, right? He goes, you got a real big shot over here, you know, Dice. It comes up, the leather jacket, cursing, this and that. Hey, schmuck, next time wear a tuxedo. And the place went nuts.
So
to me, that's a real comic mind.
Why are you down on Gary? I'm not following that.
I'm just, one time when he was doing Larry Sanders, you know, he would treat this like it was like the Johnny Carson show, you know. And I'm at a party. Roseanne was having some kind of party, Roseanne Barr. And I was there, and Leno was there, and Gary. So I come over to Gary, and I go, when am I going to do your show? You know, the Larry Sanders. He goes, well, I want to see what Leno does. I go, what? What do you mean you want to see what Leno does? Who gives a fuck about Leno? What do you mean what he does?
Yeah.
He's got a real talk show. You do a sitcom. Are you an asshole? And he goes, well, I just sort of like to... I go, you know what, Gary? Just get in your fucking car and get away from me, okay? You're a schmuck.
Now,
I can't stand these. That's why I can't stand fucking comics. Because there's no fucking camaraderie amongst these motherfuckers.
You know, Whitney Houston was in here. Not Whitney Houston. Whitney Cummings was in here the other day. And she said when she thought of the comics as her family, but then when she got her sitcom, everyone was attacking her, and she felt... She started to cry, and she said it was a horrible experience because the people I thought who were my family...
They're not your fan. Let me tell you something. My son Max, besides the band, right? He does stand-up.
Okay.
Okay. So I said, Max, this is how comics work. Let's say you started out today with another guy, and you're both doing stand-up.
Right.
All of a sudden, you get like a big commercial, a national commercial. That guy hates you now.
Yeah.
The minute you do better than him, he hates you.
You had to live through that. I mean, in a sense, all the guys you were with back in the day suddenly turn on you when you get the breaks.
They couldn't believe it. One Bull Belzer, remember what we went through with this fucking guy?
Yeah.
He'd come on your show all the time, and he'd open up his mouth. I don't like... He was doing TV. He was doing a campaign against me on TV.
And your point is, we're all comics. Let's stick together.
But then you had me... You called him. This is where, you know, in the show. And I just annihilate this guy. But I kept saying, hey, you got something to say about me. Now I'm on the air. Open your fucking mouth now.
Right.
And if you remember, you called him afterwards because he was such a pussy about it. I remember being in my car afterwards and you going, Bells, what happened?
Right.
You were like a pussy. You know, why didn't you tell him how you felt? That's how these guys are.
You talk about being nervous the night that you went up and, you know, and then you killed. So now taking you back to the room with Woody Allen, you walk in, and here we are years later, And you've come off Entourage and you did spectacularly well.
You told me to do this.
Yes, no, you did.
No, you told me about 5 years ago, you're going to build your career again. So
That's
I'm
right.
doing what you told me to do.
Absolutely. So now when you
I'm
go
robotic when I'm told something.
When you go into the room with
no,
Woody...
I'm telling you, don't you remember I was in here?
No, I do remember.
And he'll go, Dice, you'll build your career all the way up.
But
and
Dice...
and then you destroy it?
Yeah.
And
But
why
Dice,
do you do that? And I told him because it's fun.
But when you were in the room with Woody Allen,
yeah.
I have heard that is the most intimidating thing, and I understand why. Because here you're saying to yourself, and by the way, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 was in here talking about the fact that he was up for this role that you have.
A few people were, but Louis definitely. I'm friends with Louis.
Yes, and Louis said he fucked up the audition royally.
Well, I didn't see the audition.
Yeah,
but he's in the movie. Louis is obviously great.
But you got the bigger role because you're used to auditioning. You were an actor.
Yeah, I love acting.
So does Woody say to you, "Here's some pages"?
Well, you want me to tell you what he said?
Yeah, what did he do?
Tell me what
he said. Tell me what he said. I want to tell you what I think he said. I want to guess what Woody said. Go ahead.
I said, number one, Woody, let's go out. We find some box. We bang them out a little. Me and you side by side, simultaneously.
That would not have gotten you the part.
Bulldog bulls banging against that wet little fucking meat pocket.
Had Woody seen
that's
you?
Not how,
had
that's
Woody
a
seen you in Entourage? Was that what turned him up?
That's what I heard, that he saw me in Entourage.
Okay.
So the truth is, when I came in there, I spoke to him about, I got an eye problem with my left eye. I haven't seen that in my left eye in 3 years.
What caused that?
I had my retina started detaching. So, I did Entourage, I did my special, I did this movie without any sight in my left eye.
Wow.
Did you get it fixed or did you just ignore it?
No, it's fixed, Robin. What they did, they put what it's called a gel over the retina to pin the retina down. But even the doctor said, with everything going on in the business, he goes, we can't take chance taking that out yet.
Right.
And what's funny, when this retina thing happened, and it happened. I was in Florida. All of a sudden, you see those black lines, but now you don't see anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That had to freak you out.
I did 11 shows in Florida. That's when I would wear that patch.
Yeah.
And then I got the operation. So, I could see my fingers moving if my eyes closed, but...
You lost most of your sight in your...
Well, what the doctor said, by the time I came back after the operation, now I got Entourage... He goes, I got to be honest. He goes, most people, when they have that kind of problem, what happens is they fold, basically. They quit their jobs. They go into these deep depressions.
Sure.
And he starts laughing. He goes, you changed your life, your body, your career. You went the opposite way because that's who I am inside.
Did they so did they give you an explanation why you lost sight in your eye?
No, it could just happen.
Can happen
it could
to
just happen to anybody.
Right. Oh, that's awful.
And they told me the chances of it ever happening to the other eye, 1 in 20 million.
What's it like when you drive now? When
I could drive. I could do everything.
Right, but it's
much the eye's
more
a little. It's got that Barbara Streisand thing going on now.
Right.
So. I used to make fun of her, so I'm getting paid back.
Right.
Remember, I used to do this thing about, when Barbara's banging a guy.
Yeah.
One eye's looking at him, the other eye's looking out the fucking window to see if it's raining.
Yeah.
Then I would do the Sammy Davis about, why can't I find my eye? And now I'm him. But
so you when you go, what did that? How did that enter?
Well,
into
I had
Woody
to tell
Allen
it to Woody because that's why I wear the sunglasses, because what happens is when I take my glasses off in the sun, I'll feel the light, but you're not seeing anything.
Right.
So the glasses block that. But
did you wear the glasses on Entourage?
No, yeah, most of the time. But in the Woody movie, I there were scenes I don't wear glasses, obviously.
Right.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck, how am I going? And I was like, just do the fucking movie, But I told him about it, and I showed it to him. And that's sort of how we bonded, because he was telling me about his mother's eye problems, his eye problems.
Right.
And I showed him, you see, it's lazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's straight on, it's all fucked up.
Right.
But anyway,
it's a good
he comes over to me, and he says to me, You know, so we're doing this movie, and I don't even really do a good Woody impression, but we're doing this movie, and would you read a few pages?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the guy, you know, now I'm like, well, can you give me something to go on?
Right, who's the
You know,
character? Right?
You know, and he goes, no, just read it. You could go next door if you want. So I go with the casting lady, just 2 pages.
Oh my God!
You know,
and you have no idea who the character is.
No, and I go through.
How can you do
How
that?
can you do that with 2 pages?
Right.
Because it's a feel.
Okay.
You either feel something or you don't, as
Really?
an actor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you would have to have the whole
But don't you need to know if you're a murderer or a great guy?
No, he sort of told me, he goes, he's a regular guy.
Right.
Like, what the I didn't even know if he was East Coast. Is he a regular guy from, you know, Northeast Asia?
Right.
Or from Brooklyn? Like, you know. But I'm not going to say that. So I just look at the pages. I go through it with her one time.
Right.
You know, real quick. I just look at it and I go, yeah, I got this. Let's go inside. And she goes, what, are you sure? Like, you know, what you got this? I go, don't worry about it. I see what it is. Don't worry about
memorized
it.
or
No. But it was only 2 pages, so a lot was in my head anyway.
Right.
So now when I come to read for the guy, he's standing right next to me, right here. And she's right here.
Right.
Like, he's not sitting over there watching us do the scene. He's right here.
It's almost like he's acting with you.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, he's just watching like a director, like this.
Right.
So I go through it, and I look at him. I go, look, I'm not sure, like, where the guy's from, if you want me to switch it up a little. And he goes, well, you had the essence. It was perfect.
Oh.
So I look at the guy, and I'm going, and now everybody's quiet. So I go, well, you know, I got to get a plane now. I got to go, and I guess I'll see you on the set.
Right.
You know, and I left.
Right.
You know, but I will tell you.
Thinking that you got it or thinking that you didn't get it?
Well, I knew you know, the way to do any audition, no matter who you are, is you leave your balls on the table. Meaning,
But what
if
does
you
that
know,
mean?
It means you do the very best you could. Like, if you have the pages for days.
Show me what you did in that audition. Do you remember?
I just played the part. I became the guy.
Do you remember any? I want to see 3 seconds of that audition.
What was the fucking scene? What was the scene?
You're asking me?
Yeah, I'm thinking which scene, because I don't want to bullshit you. I don't remember which scene he had me read.
I can't imagine
Well,
that
what do you
because
remember?
when you say leave your balls on the line.
No, what that means is when you go, let's say you were going in for an audition 5 days from now, and they gave you the pages today.
Right.
You don't start reading those pages 2 days before the audition, because the only way to score that part is to be the very best they've seen.
I've heard that before. You know, in fact, when I was making my movies, I said to someone, do you think I need to take some acting lessons? They said, no. Just go in and kind of just be you. You know, do your thing. And maybe that's what you're saying.
You're talking about private parts.
Yeah.
And you were great in private parts.
But I'm saying you...
No, but I mean, you were you. Because I know you, and I'm like, you were true to who you are.
Do you think Woody responded because, like, you didn't overact, like you just kind of said the lines?
Well, that's how I did it, because it's not that kind of character. Like, when I'm on stage in my whole, like, Dice persona.
Who is the character, by the way? What is the character?
He's a very regular guy that's sort of beaten down in life, and I don't want to give the plot.
Who's in the movie with you?
Well, you got Cate Blanchett in the movie. You have Alec Baldwin, Sally Hawkins. So no,
these are top actors.
These are the best.
So when you walk into the set, the very first time, are you working with Cate Blanchett the very first time?
Yeah, I work with everybody.
And was she put off by 𝗛cie𝗄𝗿, the persona?
No, I actually, you know,
who am I working with?
I have to tell you, you know, when my ego is when I'm on stage as a comic. I'll say I'm the greatest comic, the biggest comic. Nobody's ever going to touch what I did.
Right.
But as an actor, I'm very humble. When I'm on now I'm working with Academy Award winners. So all I knew is when I was going to do the movie, I got to bring my A game. I haven't done a movie in 12 years. Haven't been in front of a camera like that in 12 years with a crew. So I said, these are Academy Award and Golden Globe winners.
It's intimidating.
So I actually went over to Kate and Peter 𝗛𝗄𝗿𝗄 and said, you know, I got to say it. I can't believe I'm getting to work with people like you. You know, and she goes, Dice, honestly, we were just saying that about you.
That's right.
I can't believe I'm working with Dice.
I couldn't believe that because they are the greatest.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. And so that relaxed you?
Yeah, but I honestly can't believe what's going on with this movie. I mean, I can't believe the press.
Have you seen the movie?
No. I'll see it. Tonight's the premiere, and I'm really excited about it. But
That's
nervous
cool.
about it because they're writing stuff about me. I mean, did you see this Wall Street Journal thing?
No, tell me what's going on.
The Wall Street Journal did a half a page on me.
The reviewer? The critic?
No, they did. It's almost like a profile.
Right.
You know,
everybody's writing
the July
about you.
No, I read Playboy.
Maxim.
I love the Playboy article.
The Associated Press put out a thing. A photographer came the other night, and he goes, honestly, Dice, it's the biggest story in entertainment right now.
That you're in Woody Allen mode.
No, and I'm going, you know, I talk to my wife. I go, you know, I don't know what people expect. I'm not the star of the movie.
Right.
You
How
know
much
what I
of the
mean?
movie are you in?
I'm in a nice part of it,
Right.
but, you know, Alex, the star, you got great people. They're the stars of the movie.
What was it like to act with Alec Baldwin? I think this guy's brilliant.
You know what? Number one, we hit it off right away, and he
Right.
started him with his Dice impression. I'm also friends with Daniel Baldwin, and I mean, he's a regular, like, Long Island guy, loves to hang out, so wasn't like this affected guy shows up.
Right.
You know, because a lot of these actors are so, like, you know, narcissistic, so into who they are, that they show up, I want my tea. You know what I mean?
And
like,
they're wearing ballet
asshole.
slippers.
You're from the 5 towns. You want your fucking tea. Asshole face. That's how, you know,
And
but
when
very
Woody
regular
directs,
guy.
when Woody Allen is your director, now you're in a work situation. Is it true that he just lays back and lets things go down, or does he give you any kind of direction on the set?
He says things like, let's do it again.
Right.
That's the direction.
And when he says let's do it again, means he's looking for something new, but you don't know what he's looking for.
No, but Woody will say if he doesn't like something.
Right.
Like
he will.
There was like a party scene. I said, am I allowed to ad lib, this and that, throw something? He goes, just don't curse.
Okay.
Just don't curse. He goes, I love everything you're doing.
Okay.
You know, but don't curse. You know, and I knew it wasn't that kind of movie anyway.
Right.
And it's funny, when we shot in San Francisco, you know, I don't want to get into what the whole movie's about, but I took my son Max with me, my oldest son.
Right.
Because I know how well Max knows me.
Right.
So I would actually sort of walk over to him and go, what do you think? Like after takes, because Woody's watching on the monitor, he's watching the shot, and he's seeing, I mean,
why do you
he
think
actually
you
gave
need,
me.
But why do you think you need someone to tell you how you did? Don't you know how you did?
No, I'm saying like for another take. Let's say I'm doing another take on a scene.
Yeah.
So I like didn't want to bother Woody because he does work like that. He lets the actor find, the real part of the scene that he should eat up.
Can you say to Woody Allen, hey, Woody, can I see the playback on that? I want to see my performance so I can
You know what? I didn't
adjust.
say it to him. He's not that guy. You don't go over to him and say, stop playing shit back.
Right.
He wouldn't stand. There was a real funny thing that happened where I sort of changed up a scene for him.
Yeah.
Because we were doing a scene where we had to film in a limo in New York.
Right.
And we're in that limo, and we started late, so now there's traffic, so we couldn't just drive like the scene called for.
Right.
And we're in the back of the limo for 2 hours, and you know how it is with the camera guy, the sound guy. It's hot. Woody's in the front seat with the playback.
And the difficulty is you just want to do the scene, and you have to wait and wait and wait.
Yeah, and it's we couldn't move, and we're down near what is it, South the Seaport over here.
South Street Seaport.
Yeah. So I finally can't take it, and I go, pull the limo over. This is me. This is where I either win or get thrown off a set. Okay? So I come outside the limo, and I lean down to Woody's in the car. I go, look, I got an idea, okay? Because, number one, I'm starving.
Right.
You know? And he goes, what's the idea? Because he'll always listen.
Sure.
I go, because they needed good sunlight. I go, look at the pier. I go, you got all the sunlight in the world on the pier. I go, so why don't we break for lunch, get something to eat, and we'll shoot the whole fucking thing out there.
Right.
I go, all you got to do is you got to get us getting back in the limo.
Right.
And he's sitting there and he goes, that would really work. And I go, yeah, so let's go fucking eat. We're in this car. It's 100 degrees.
Waiting for the sun.
What a great idea. Let's go eat.
But that's the kind of guy he is. That's why he does great movies, because he doesn't have that ego like, it's my set, my rules.
Were you allowed at any point?
I mean, the greatest guy, I got to say.
Were you allowed at any point to read the whole script? I heard you're only allowed to see the pages you worked on.
That's it.
I find that remarkable, because don't you need to sort of know where you fit into a story?
Well, I did, because through the lines you see like what's going on in the movie.
I see.
I mean, he's a brilliant guy.
Did you ever go down to the set and watch other people shoot just to sort of prepare?
No, they would have me come in just when I'm working.
That's it.
Like, it was San Francisco for a little and then New York for a little while.
And very little rehearsal, right?
No, you don't rehearse. You just show up, work with the actor, and that's why his movies are good, because he gets that natural performance.
Right.
And that's what I really loved about doing.
You can't argue with his results.
You think he can?
No, he's amazing. And
you think he can overthink things? Is that it? If this way you don't, it's sort of you're thrown in, you go it and you do it.
This guy, just like you show up here, you know exactly, what you're doing.
Right.
I mean, you don't need anybody to tell. This guy knows his thing.
He's been doing it so long.
And if he doesn't like an actor, he'll just reshoot it with a different actor. He'll just get rid of you.
Wow.
And I can't blame him.
Yeah,
you know
Louis
what I mean?
C.K. said he was happy for you getting the better part. He said, I didn't do a good job in that role.
No, Louis great in the movie.
Yeah.
He's
How do you know you haven't seen it?
What do you mean?
You haven't seen the movie yet.
Well, he told me on the phone.
He told you he was
He told you he was great.
Yeah, I talked to the guy. You know what I mean? He knows if he does good or not.
So tonight you've got to be excited. What will you wear to the premiere? Will you
In
go...
this outfit, or are you going with
will you
something
go
different?
as the actor, or will you... Seriously?
No, I'm not going to dress like in a tuxedo. I got an outfit to wear.
Yeah, right. In other words, it's
more
not the leather...
I mean, I do love leathers. I won't be wearing a leather jacket. I'll put it to you that way.
Right, you won't be doing the gloves and the...
well, I might be wearing gloves.
Right.
I always wear gloves.
And who are you going to bring?
People's hands are too sweaty. I can't
Who are you going to
deal.
bring? Your wife?
I'll bring my wife.
Your wife? The kids? Or are they not?
I'll bring my wife. A couple other people. My sister. You want to see it like with family and
this
stuff.
This is exciting. You're excited.
I can't, Howard, I can't believe this shit, what's going on.
Have you heard from other studios and scripts and things now that you've done Entourage? Now you've done Woody
I have
Allen.
a lot going on. I got a lot going. Number one, I got to ask you something. Here, look. You see my shirt?
Rolling with Dice and Wheels, the podcast.
All right.
You like doing a podcast?
Well, let me tell you, I do. I love it because I could do anything on it, say anything, and it's become a freak.
Right.
I mean, in 2.5 months, we're over 200,000 followers.
That's fabulous.
That iTunes called and said, by October, you're over 1 million people.
Wow.
That's how fast. It's like we do it anywhere.
People download it.
It's with me and Michael 𝗫𝗄𝗃.
How long is the podcast? Is it
it's an hour show or longer or less.
Right.
And I go nuts. We film it. We don't film like camera. We record. It's audio.
Right.
And that's why it's called Rolling with Dice and Wheels. People could get it on iTunes, Rolling with Dice and Wheels.
It's a good way for you to communicate with your fans directly.
Well, I talk about a lot of stuff, but we do it anywhere. We've done it at a foreclosed house in Vegas. Where
why
we broke
do it? Why do it anywhere? Why does the audience care?
Because I don't like being confined. This is a big studio, but your old studio used to be small.
Right.
I could never be locked up like that. That's why I love, when my sitcom got canceled, Bless This House, I was thrilled. I went home like I just scored.
Right.
Yeah, everybody else was falling apart. We were canceled. I'm like, I'm going jogging.
Right.
Because I hated being inside. I hated being stuck in a
So
fucking
the idea of the
studio all
podcast
day.
is you'll go to different locations.
No, so we break into a foreclosed house, the backyard, a foreclosed house. We barbecue in the backyard. I do it there. We did it in the middle of the desert.
Do you have an audience?
Yeah. I'm telling you what we
You
got.
invite people.
No. We just go in it. We go to this place, Carlos and Son in Vegas. It's like this biker bar, and we just set up outside.
But you just can't set up outside.
No, you do.
You
It's
do, and you don't
audio.
ask permission?
No, it's
You
audio.
just set up. And then do people come over and go, sir, you're not allowed to be doing this?
Well, there was this one guy at that place. The doorman came over, and he's like, I didn't get a memo on this. You know, like what? So I put like $100 in his hand. I go, is that memo enough? We'll be here for an hour. You know.
All right.
Yeah, we go all over, but it's just a freak. And
Do you have a sponsor?
You know about podcasting, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Adam Carolla was just here. He's the pod father.
I just did his show a few weeks ago. I love Adam's show.
Yeah, good show. Good guy.
But they did a breakdown of all and this is taken on, like the podcast guys like Carolla, Joe Rogan's the one that really got me into it.
Right.
He said, Dice, you have to do a podcast.
Right.
He goes, you'll be gigantic if you do a podcast. So I got into it. And Wheels, you know, who just manipulates
Wheels is an
me
old-time
into
friend.
Yeah, but he manipulates me into anything. So he started his own podcast just to get me to do one with him.
I see.
And when I saw how easy it was and how much fun it was, so we developed Rolling with Dice and Wheels. And so when I started this thing, I'm going, Wheels, is this really going to work? Like, how people going to
Seems like a waste of time.
No, but
Right.
we're on SoundCloud, we're on Stitcher, we're on iTunes, and people just started freaking out because there's no rules.
Well, let's talk about it. Check out Dyson's podcast.
That's what I needed to talk to you about.
What?
You know when you come on the air?
Yeah.
Okay. No, because I
Yeah.
talk about you a lot.
I know when I come on the air.
Like everything I know from radio, I basically got from you.
So go ahead.
What do you like? I'll say I'll be right. I'll be back. I'll be right back. But and he goes, but back from what? You know, I go, that's what Stern says.
Well, you don't have any commercials.
No,
is what
but
you say.
yeah, but I don't know that. I don't do this.
So
what do you say? What do I got to say?
Why don't you say I'll be right back?
No, but when I come on the air,
right?
I say I'm over here now,
right?
You know, but.
You say,
what do you
hi,
say?
everybody.
Because I obviously have heard thousands of your shows.
I say, hey, everybody, here I am. Or here
you don't
we're live.
say good morning?
I say good morning sometimes or something. I mean, whatever.
You switch it up?
Whatever comes.
You don't have like an actual...
No,
I say,
there's
hey
no
now.
opening.
Hey now, sometimes I'll say. Say hey now. That's I got from Gary Shandling.
But
You're
I
not
don't
a
want
fan,
to do
but
so,
I love
and I
Gary.
know you don't do it.
Yeah.
No, like if we're starting the show, like they
we have
go,
a
all right,
theme
you're
song.
on, Howard. What do you say?
I did a song once with Rob Zombie, so we play this song, and I come on and go, hey now, hey now, hey now, and I do hey now for about a minute, and then I get warmed up, and then I talk to Robin, and I...
It's never the same.
I don't know what to say. You know, I'm not the brightest guy in the world.
Of course you do. You're a comic.
Yeah, but then I get into it. But
talk
Wheels
about
is,
your day. Talk about... say,
Sometimes he's in the middle of
and
a
he's
thought.
always taking money from me. He goes, we need wires. We need...
You know what to do.
I gave him $1,750, and he got 3 mics. I'm going, where's my money? I don't have gas money.
Where is the best place to play as a comic? What is the best venue ever to be a comic and play? Where is the best audience? You know, people say, oh, it's a great audience.
But you know,
where is it?
Recently, I'm not even kidding. I've had like pressure on me to do like an arena thing again, like the Garden again.
Right.
Which I actually, Ron Delsner will promote this. And I actually said, we can't do it yet. I'm not physically ready to do it yet.
The Garden, though, can't be the best place for a comic. It's going to be difficult.
Clubs are always the best.
What is the best club in the United States to play?
Well, I wouldn't say in the United States, but I have my favorites. Like
what is your favorite?
You know, well, on the East Coast, and I'm doing it, so I might as well say it. I'll be at Governor's. It's on sale now.
Is Governor's your favorite?
Governor's, you know what? That room, you know... When I would do showcase clubs, I would do Dangerfields in Manhattan.
Right.
Which had that feel of Vegas because it's wide but not deep.
Right.
And Governor's has that same setup. It's a wide room. You've come there to see me, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not deep. So, you know, you want the low ceilings. You want the laughs bouncing right back in your fucking face.
So acoustics matter when you're
of course
comic?
it matters because... You know what? I played certain big places, like
where
when
you get lost.
Well, when I did the arenas, most of them were great. Like I could really hear it well.
Do you have to
But like when I
pause?
did Radio City, I couldn't feel the crowd.
Really?
Yeah, I
because,
just
because
couldn't
why?
feel
The
it.
acoustics in the room. It's just not...
whatever. And I'd come on stage, and I was like to my father, I go, I hate this fucking place. I don't feel them.
Wow.
You know,
because like
but
Howie
yet
Mandel
everybody's
tells
going,
me the best show of his life was Radio City
Who said
Music.
that?
Howie Mandel said, out of all the places he's ever played in his life, Radio City Music Hall was his best, like his most favorite of all time. Isn't that funny?
My favorite arena was Nassau Coliseum.
Really?
Yeah, because of the sound. I could feel that audience.
When you play to a crowd that big, and very few comics
and
have.
the worst crowd was, not the worst crowd, but the worst sounding place was the Meadowlands, which was, at that time, the biggest arena, 21,500.
When you played to 21,000 people, isn't it, because so few comics have done that, but isn't it different because you... in a sense, you have to take a pause, don't you, in order for the laughs to come through and to settle the crowd?
But that's how I trained myself as a performer. I trained myself to be in concert.
Right.
See, these other comics, when they just stand in front of a microphone and they do the jokes, even if they're great, you know, after 10 minutes, you'd be sitting there bored and go, I'm going to go outside.
You were looking for a performance.
I loved, that's how I got into the whole Dice thing, because when I would watch these guys, I go, they're good comics,
so
but
Dice
they
is
don't
theater.
move.
Dice is theater. It's more theater.
It's complete theater. They don't understand performance art.
Interesting.
You know, I've talked to a few of them, have learned it. Like when Chris Rock did Bring the Pain.
Yes.
Like, I spoke to him. I was like almost mentoring him on performance, not on his material. He came up with all his material, but the way to move. I go, no matter how
that was his best performance ever.
Well,
right?
I said, no matter how great your material is, Chris, if you just stand in front of that mic and people are on the couch, they're like the passenger in a car. They're going to conk out.
And so he took that advice, and he started to pace.
And he started, and I would show him the pacing. And he developed his own version of like a very fast-paced back, so you can't help but watch.
So do you help other comics? Chris Rock came to you, because I remember Chris had made a decision.
Well, he didn't come to me, you know.
You were just in a conversation.
No, I was at the Comedy Store, and he was on stage, and when he came off stage, this is actually a good story.
Yeah.
When he came off stage, you know, we went to the same high school, we went to the same junior high, but we're like 10 years apart.
Right.
So, but we were bonded because of Brooklyn, and we always liked each other. So we're in the kitchen of the Comedy Store. I go, so what's going on? What are you working on? He goes, you know, I'm doing it, you know, like low key. He's going, doing another HBO special. I mean, how many specials they going to give me? Because he did a few that didn't work.
That's right.
So I look at this guy, because I know how to, you know, and I really like him, and I go, let me ask you a question, Chris. Does it bother you that when you walk out of here, every comic looks at you like you're a zero?
Wow.
And he goes, what are you talking? I go, because that's how they look at you. You're a zero to them.
Wow.
You've been up Eddie Murphy's ass all these years. That's all comics say about you. Doesn't that bother you at all? And he's going, Dice, why would you say that to me? I go, because when somebody like HBO says, we're giving you a special, it's because they think you are special. You know, and then I started talking to him about it. I started talking about the performance and pacing and not dressing up. I go, don't dress like they dress like on these Comedy Jam shows with your pants around your ankles. Look special. Perform special. He gave me a thank you on the special. And
you know, that's
and I said to him, no, but the last thing I said to him, I go, all you need to remember when you're behind the curtain and you're about to walk out, I want you to remember what I told you. Every comic wants you to fail. I go, and then you use your other side of the brain and think about the family that's been backing you, the people that love you all these years, and you go out and you kill them. And that's exactly what he did.
You know, I find that to be a very brave thing to do, and also a very loving thing to do. To sit there and stroke a fucking guy and say, hey, yeah, great job, and walk away is not very loving.
No, because he wouldn't have got another shot after that.
That's right. And it seemed to have perked him up, I guess, huh? I mean, it was a good
Well, it probably
talk.
gave him something to think about.
Well, yeah, because I'm a friend telling him this. Yeah. But I'm giving you the abbreviated version.
And that was his best special ever, right?
Because
he went to a new level.
Because when you're back, you got to be a fight. That's why, I was talking to you about the Garden, right?
But when you watch that special, do you say, holy shit, this guy just took it up a notch?
I knew it was great.
He did it.
I knew it.
Right.
The material was already there.
Right.
But he didn't have that performance thing going on.
And 50% of it is the performance.
I sat there watching it like I was his manager sitting in the corner of a boxing ring waiting for the next round.
Did you call him afterwards and say, shit, man, you really
But I saw him, and I was proud of him. You know
what did
I mean?
you say to him?
I just told him how great, but he already knew because it was an instant effect.
And you're right. That thing you said to him is very true. Every comic here thinks you're a zero, and all you do is have your fucking nose up Eddie Murphy's ass. That's a great thing to say.
Well, you say that to somebody like, when somebody says to me, you can't, that makes me do it.
But some guys would have gotten insulted by what you said.
But he wouldn't, because we're friends for many years.
Right. And
you know what I mean?
You were
Since
being
he
honest.
started. Yeah.
You told him what people
were saying. It wasn't like I told him your material stinks, you're not going to... The material was great.
Right.
But
Brilliant.
you weren't moving. You're standing like this. I go, walk around a little. You start building.
Own the stage.
Yeah. I go, the people are watching at home. You don't want them to go to sleep. I go, you can score. You just have to perform right. I go, all these fucking guys, go back in the room and look at what's up there.
You're right. There are a lot of comics who really have good material, but they have no stage presence.
They don't understand it. And that's what I'm saying. All these guys want to do places like the Garden. And a guy just did it. Kevin Hart just filled the Garden.
Right.
And, I take personal pride on something like that because guys like that come along now. See, I set that bar that if comics don't hit that, you know what I mean?
But that's why I'm upset when I hear you didn't save your money because you earned an incredible amount of money.
Yeah, but look
and you
at
did
the
an incredible
accomplishment.
thing. Yes, but the accomplishment is great. But why shouldn't you have something to show for it?
No, but I'm not dead broke.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I just don't like that.
Let me tell you, I just made a deal. I'm doing a TV show.
Where did the money go? Is anybody going to ask
Gambling.
the question?
No, it wasn't.
And
I bought houses, ex-wives. I got to spend it on a lot of great things.
Some of them you have, some of them you don't.
I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? What was important is really bringing my boys up. That was my world for the last
you got to do it.
12 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so don't get me... When you play these places, like I said, recently I've been asked to do the Garden again because the heat is built to that, and I know I can.
Right.
But, I'm going to come here. I'm doing Governors. I'm doing the Stress Factory. This is all in September. It's on sale now, people.
That's where your comfort
I'm not
zone
going to
is
tour
right
a lot now because I'm doing these other shows.
You still have to write new material, or do you rely on a lot of the old material?
Well, in the special Indestructible,
right.
I did a couple classic bits. I did the Midget bit, I did the poems, but most of it's new. When I talk about this whole new fucking generation of women, that grew up on the internet, that grew up on porn, that bleach out their assholes. That's what they're busy doing.
That drives you crazy.
Tinting their assholes like it's a car window.
It drives you crazy.
They bleach it, they buff it, they put it on their Facebook page as a profile pic. This is what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a big waste of time.
I come up. The world has written the new material for me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All you have to do is observe it.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Would you ever hire a writer to help you write material?
No. I did it years ago for my second special because I had to get it ready in 7 weeks.
Right.
But I take a lot of pride in writing my own material.
And how does that work?
How does it work?
Jerry says wherever he goes, Jerry Seinfeld says wherever he goes, he's constantly writing material. Constantly.
And he takes a joke, and I mean, I've always said he's one of the real greats. Like, obviously, I do blue humor. He does clean humor.
Right.
But anything he talks about, even like his older stuff, talking about being in the shower, how you can't get... He
instantly relatable.
But he picks every little thing apart. I could get angry about something...
Right.
And go on stage and just go nuts about it and kill.
Right.
I don't think about it. I know it's great. I went up the other night. I had I don't even know why I had an argument with not a bad argument, but like before the show, I'm tense, ready to go on at I'm at the Hard Rock Casino in Vegas now.
Right.
And so I go on stage. I see this married couple, and I know they're married for like 20 years. You can just tell,
Right.
And I go, so how many times you been married? And the guy's going, 2 times. I go, Do you know what you say about you when you get married? You're saying, I hate me. I hate real life. I hate being able to leave the house, go where I want, come home. With a wife, you got a curfew. You know, I want you to take you. When you marry somebody, you're saying, I want a whole other family to hate my fucking guts. I need somebody else's mother that I'm taking care of, that I bought a fucking house for, gave her a beautiful car, beautiful life, but your mother seems to have a fucking problem with me. Right. That behind my back, your mother's going, you know, I never liked him. He doesn't treat you right. And then the girl wakes up one day, and I'm just going off on this, and she goes, you know what? You're a fucking loser. It never ends nice.
You're
a
right.
relationship, let me finish this.
Yes.
You can never go over to a girl after 4 or 5 years and go, hey, look, shake hands with me. This was a great run.
Yeah.
You know, take whatever you want. I got to get out of here for a while, so I'll leave that. No, it always starts bad. You're a loser. You're nothing but a my friends think you're a loser. My mother thinks you're a loser. I go, so guys get shell-shocked. They don't know what's coming. Instead of turning around and go, I'm a loser. So let's figure this out. You took about 2,500 loser loads in your pussy. Another 17,000 bounced off your palate into your belly. And another 8 loads from what I remember right in your asshole. Honey, every time you take a shit when you leave me, I'm fucking involved.
Wow, you must have been on a mad tear.
You know, all I need is one little button push, like driving to the show. She goes, why don't you go this way instead of that way? I'm driving for 40 years. You think I know how to get to the casino?
But you're right. It's true. When someone gets married, it means maybe they
But I'm
hate
also
their
an
life.
angry... Yeah, think about that.
Right, right.
I mean, me and you have been married a couple of times. What does that say? You could go... Not only are you on this show, you're on America's Got Talent. I know every chick comes on to you because I get the same shit, right?
Right.
And you got to just look and go, and nothing wrong. We both have beautiful wives. But it's like, why would you say to your own life, especially after we've been through it, going, you know what? I hate me so much, I'm getting married again. I want somebody to tell me what to do. Yeah, we're going to, and do you know why everybody's happy at a wedding?
Right.
I'll tell you why everybody's happy.
Why?
Because when you're going to get married, a few years before you got married, you were dating, right? Your first wife.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm talking before your first wife. You went out with girls.
Yeah.
You fucking split that fucking grease pit in half. Your cock would blow up so big you'd break a pussy in half, these fucking animals. Now you get married.
Yeah.
You know, and what? Oh, where you going on your honeymoon? Everybody's happy because as you're dating the other girls, maybe you got that uncle you tell a couple stories to. Oh, I met this chick at a club. I fucking banged her on the metal staircase, and he's already married 29 years. And he's like, that's great. I gotta get home to her.
You've
and
joined
then at the wedding,
it's like with comics, they get jealous.
Because misery loves company. That's why they're picking you up in chairs at your own wedding. Mazel tov, happy, you know, and 3 months later, it's like, take out the garbage.
Check out.
And I'm like, jump in a bag.
Dice.
Fuck.
Tonight's your premiere.
Fuck, I
Tonight's
gotta
your
go
premiere.
through. My
Tonight's your
premiere. What
premiere.
about it? I'll be there.
Check out Dice's podcast, Rolling
You didn't
with
even
Dice
play
and
the
Wheels.
song. I promised the kids you were going to play the song.
Give me the song. I'll play it on
You
the
know what
I'll
I
play
mean?
a little of it. Give
they
me that.
want to know what you think of it. Seriously.
Give me. I'm a
Wait,
judge.
no. There's a bunch of songs. You want to play...
what track?
Junkyard 3.
Number 3.
Because we always talk about...
Check out Dice's podcast, Rolling with Dice and Wheels. Wait, I'm trying to promote it. RollingWithDiceandWheels.com. Dice's stand-up special, Indestructible, is available on DVD August 7th and can be downloaded at LOLflix.com. And for Dice's upcoming comedy tour dates, go to AndrewDiceClayOfficial.com. Hold on.
Okay, now when you play this, I got a reason why you're playing this.
It's only your kids on here, or is
it's
there
only
other
my
people?
kids. It's only my kids, and yeah, the guitarist and the singer is my youngest son Dylan. He writes all the songs. The drummer is Max, and the bass player is Kyle Kreis.
All right.
I want to see what you think of this.
Let me talk up. WNBC coming at you What's the name of the band? L.A. Rock.
L.A. Rock.
L.A. Rock's with ya. 10 past 9 o'clock in the morning, baby. It's very heavy.
It's only 3-piece.
It's only what?
3-piece.
Looking at your pastime, rusted and decayed, barking from the goddamn makes you go insane. If you picked up a scrap, would it make you choke? Down in the junkyard where the dead things lay.
Are you their manager?
We're looking for the right manager.
See, I like rock like this, but my point is the kids aren't buying rock anymore. Everybody's rapping.
No, now
coming
it's
back.
Final day. Oh yeah.
Very nice.
You want to hear a quick one, a fast one?
Hold it. Woody Allen's on the phone. He wants to say hi to you.
Okay.
Woody. Mr. Allen, I should say. I'm sorry. Mr. Allen.
Hi, this is Woody Allen.
Yes, hi. What's up?
You're a real hoot.
Yeah, thank
Who are
you.
you talking to?
Hickory dickory dock. I can suck my own cock.
All right,
Hickory
listen.
dickory do. I can suck your cock too.
All right, listen, Mr. Allen, we have Dice here. We're excited about your movie because
Premiere
Dice
tonight,
is in it.
right?
It's premiere tonight, right?
You got it, hot buns.
Right. And so
I
this
never
is,
heard Woody say that before.
yeah, well, he's doing a performance now. Is that correct?
Right, fuckface.
Right. Okay. So you do curse.
He never even spoke to me like that.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Allen, can you say something about Dice's performance? Because he's very excited.
I once sucked a black cock. It was so big.
All right, look what we're doing. I'm playing great rock for you, and you got this jerk off on the phone.
All right, say something
The impression isn't even good.
It's not good.
It's not a good one. If it was good, I would go with it.
You better not have...
Are you a fucking comedian?
Yes, he is a comedian.
Yeah.
Get this fuckwad off the air.
All right, goodbye. That's some nice way to talk to a guy who stars in
Yeah,
your
I
movie.
can't believe Woody. You know what I mean?
Dice, I'm excited for you. What other track do you want me to say?
Look at the one that says Blitz. What track is that? Because that's a fast song, and it's a quick song. It's on the CD.
Wait, here. Is this Blitz?
People could actually go to also iTunes, look for LA Rocks, and download the EP. But yeah, we are, Howard. We're looking for the right team.
Do they have sex with their fans,
You know,
the boys?
Well,
they know
my
that's
younger
part of
one
it.
has a girlfriend. Dylan has a girlfriend, and yeah, Max is having a good time for himself.
What track are you saying?
They need to
It says
make a
Blitz.
naked video.
Blitz.
Blitz is one. Blitz is one.
This is like one of the first songs they recorded.
They got to make a video
naked video.
like Robin Thicke
Robin
with naked
Thicke.
chicks. Why didn't you tell them to do that?
I'm sure we'll get to all that.
Ah, there you go. Want me to talk it up?
I want you to see what you think.
All right. Ah, that's good. That's a good riff. How about a video of it?
Back in 1996, I was 2 years old.
I got a video idea. Hold it.
Who would ever know that today I'd be conquering the world?
Hold on one second. Robin, a naked Dice dancing to this.
Ah!
What do you think of that?
I
check.
think
That's
that's a
better.
great.
That's
You're very
better.
helpful.
Take your
with
clothes
this.
off.
Stand around the fire I create so I
Drumming.
can stop. Hold me back.
Yeah, the boys are good. They're talented.
Yeah, he recorded this when he was 14.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a
He's
14-year-old?
See, you didn't let me get into it.
That's impressive. You're a proud father. Would you have been proud of your boys if they became accountants or something?
Why can't we listen to something?
Spend all my time in my head where I make my plan. Stand around the fire I create.
You play golf?
I hate golf.
Good. I can
And I
hit the
know
ball.
you're saying this just to get...
No, I can hit the ball 300 yards. I'm a professional.
I only need a couple inches to hit it.
I hate golf, too. This is nice. I like it. I love it.
No, the thing with golf.
Your boys are into the
what I
right
mean?
thing, yeah.
No, I wanted to hear what you thought of
I
that
love
because
it.
we are
I
looking
love
for the
that
right
kind of
man.
shit.
They had a record company behind them, but they weren't on the same page with the owner, so we're looking for the right record company, the right management.
It'll happen. Tell the boys to relax.
and they're doing the gigs. No, they are relaxed.
They got to play. They got to play out. That's the thing.
They play everywhere. They've been at vinyl. They're doing clubs all over
In
LA.
the day and age of American Idol, America's Got Talent shows, everybody thinks instant stardom. You got to go out, play for the people. You know how it's done.
Could you imagine?
How many years? How many years were you in clubs before you hit it big?
Oh, 10 years.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the point. All right, listen, Dice, I could yenter it up with you all day, but of course we've run out of time.
We got to do.
I'm excited for you. I'm happy for you, and I think it's great.
What's the name of the movie?
Yeah.
Wait, we didn't even talk about the big show. We didn't talk about nothing.
By the way, what is the name of the movie?
What movie?
The
movie
Woody
I'm in
Allen
today?
movie, yeah.
Blue Jasmine.
Blue Jasmine.
Blue Jasmine, the premieres tonight.
Blue Jasmine.
See, I didn't do the part like that. That's the whole thing.
Hey, I'm here to blow Jasmine. That's how you should have done the read.
Take off your pants.
All right, listen. The movie's out.
Right, so we won't talk about when I saw Kate a little undressed. All right, we don't have to talk about that.
Who'd you see undressed?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Who did you see undressed?
No, you got to go. Give me the CD back.
No, I'm keeping it. All right. Andrew Dice Clay, everybody. And please go to AndrewDiceClayOfficial.com. All the tour dates. And, of course, go see the new movie. How can you not?
Yeah, but tickets, what's on sale now? Did they
Blue
tell
Jasmine.
You? Did they tell you what's on sale? Governors is on sale. The Stress Factory is on sale.
I didn't know that.
I think they didn't give you all this. The theater in Inglewood is on sale. There's a lot of things they don't give you. My publicist, Jeff Abraham, he's the best publicist.
He gave me these three things.
Let me see. What did he say? What this fucking guy?
Fire him.
The Dice stand-up special and destructible comedy. Yeah, I'm going to fucking call this guy now.
We'll be back right after
try to
these
handle every fucking thing.
The great Andrew Dice Clay.
It's great to see you.
Great seeing you. We'll be back right after this.
Oh, you'll take one with my camera. You got to take one with my camera.
About your eyes. It's so terrible.
No, but when they take that gel out, I'll be able to see. Like if I couldn't walk around the room now, but I'll see my fingers moving and shit because it's like looking through a bottle of water.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
No, but people have been asking me about that, so I'd rather say what it is than hide it.
No, that's a tough thing to go through. I mean,
it's 3 years.
Scary. I mean, that's scary. My father has one eye. It's a
yeah, you gotta adapt. That's it. That's what I've learned in life. You just gotta adapt.
Well, I'm excited about the movie. I have to go see it.
Yeah. I wish you were going to the premiere.
Well, I would, but it's a Monday night. I can't go. America's Got Talent is live this week, so we're doing it from Radio City, and it's crazy, the hours.
Do you love doing that?
I enjoy it, but it's too many hours for me.
Oh, really?
You get up at 4 in the morning, and you got to be...
But I thought it's a great move.
Dice. Safe
If
to
the
say,
first one's stupid, I'll leave.
It's safe to say you were in the cage this morning with Howard. I mean, you were
definitely.
on fire.
Yes.
How does he bring that out in you?
He does like a shoolie on me.
A shoolie, this guy?
Yeah. He knows how to twist. You know what I mean? Howard knows how to manipulate, how to get things out of me, things like that. Next question.
What do you respect about, now that you've gone into podcasting, what do you respect about what Howard brings to the table every day for the last 30 years or so?
Well, you know what? The reason podcasts exist is because of what he did with radio.
And they're calling Adam Carolla the Podfather? It really should be the king of all media, Howard Stern.
Well, you're talking about how did podcasts happen because of him. See, because of what he fought for in his field with radio and took it to the level he went, which is never going to happen again. Nobody's ever going to top that. We know that. So podcasts came along.
All right. Thank you, sir.
What?
Thank you. I was thanking you for your time
today. Thank me for what?
For your time, for making time with me in the hallway.
I mean, all of a sudden, you get an attitude with me.
No, sir.
You know what I mean?
Not at all.
I mean, I'm a nice guy, but you want to say something like that to me.
Well,
you're out of line.
Come down.
You're out of line, Greg.
He was out of line.
Well, I know you have
it's a little
limited time,
condescending.
so, no, I was
yeah.
trying
So
to
what's
say
the
thank
third
you.
question? You
You're
get one
out
more
of line.
question.
You owe Mr.
All right,
Quinn
calm
apology.
down. Calm down. Calm down. What's the question?
Guys, you've tried. You've been in acting. You've done stand-up. You sold out the Garden. Now podcasting.
I think you're winging this
question. On your agenda? Yeah, I am.
What?
What's next on your agenda?
Whatever they offer me.
All right.
All right, I'm getting that.
Well, thank you, sir.
All right. Good to see you.
Aren't you banned, Eric?
Hello?
You're banned from the show.
He just sent us a big note. I was going to give it to you in the break. I'll just tell you the title, then you can talk to him. If the title is Things Need to Change Now.
What's it say? Let me hear it. I'd rather hear.
It's really long.
it's long.
It goes. Look at how long this is. Can you see?
Can you pull out some highlights, or is it too difficult?
Yeah, give me a second. Give me 2 seconds.
How long did it take you to write that letter, Eric?
About an hour.
Wow. I mean, it's this crazy long, dense.
Here, I'll give it to you. He talks about how he never threatened to sue us. He just talked about threatening to sue us, and that we took it too seriously. That his family gives him a hard time. That we should know better. He gets into a whole bunch of stuff.
Look, here's the thing. Bottom line, Gary, because I'm not talking to Eric. I'll talk to you, and you can talk to Eric.
Okay.
All right. Number one, nobody threatens me. Number two, he did threaten us. He said that if my listeners bother him, he's suing me. I don't tell my listeners to bother him. I don't tell him to have a Twitter account. Tell him that.
By the way, this is my fault. I made more out of what he said in the email, and he was unfairly ganged up on. Enough is enough. I want to get back on the air and be able to talk to you about AGT and other shit. Then he goes on to name a whole bunch of people. I have no idea who the fuck they are that he's mad at, that they, in his time of need, have sort of abandoned him and don't answer his emails. But I don't know who any of these people are.
Let's hear.
Well,
are you that dumb, Gary? One of them's Tabitha. You don't know who that is? Are you
well,
that...
it says no last name, you little fucking douchebag. No, I don't know who it is. It just says Tabitha. Do I know every... Here it says, I want to address Jeremy, Tabitha, Robert, and Mr. Strauss. How the fuck am I supposed to know who these people are?
Her name is in the email address.
Yeah, because that's what I'm doing. I'm so consumed with you, I'm checking names in the address. You're small on size, but big on ego.
No, I'm not, jackass.
You're the most egotistical little fuck ever. Believe it or not, we have a whole day here where we don't think about you.
Gary, well, who's Robert?
Robert Mills. I don't know who that is.
Oh, Bob Mills from ABC.
Okay.
Who else?
Jeremy Borash.
Robert Mills has abandoned Eric?
Yes. He goes, I'm going to be calm and not lose my temper with you like I am known for. Jeremy and Tabitha, I considered you two to be friends, but over the last, I don't know how many months, because I lost count, you two have not been easy to get back to me. Okay, Jeremy, I'll cut you a little slack because you did message me about a month ago, but then you stopped quickly.
Who's Jeremy?
Jeremy Borash, who's that? What's that?
TNA Wrestling.
TNA Wrestling. Okay. Now for Robert Mills. Of course I know that you have replied to some of my Twitter direct messages, but trying to get to talk to you has not been easy. I get it because he's running a network.
Yeah, because he works at ABC and he's got an important job.
I have an idea that I want to share with you for new ABC or ABC family reality shows and game shows.
Ask Eric what the idea is. I got to hear this.
Eric, what's the idea?
Well, the most recent one I thought of would be a competition to find the next big voiceover actor for the Disney and Pixar cartoons.
Oh, boy.
For a TV show? It's the worst idea ever. Imagine tuning in and trying to find
a voice guy.
Here's my favorite part, Howard. Here's how the letter ends. It's a whole sympathy thing. And listen, it may be true, but to all of you, I have a heart issue. One thing that clearly is not good for me is to stress out or be stressed. So, Eric, if you don't want to be stressed out, then just ignore us. Being ignored by people that I thought I was on good terms with does not help keep me stress-free.
I was on really good terms with him. I even call him Eric the actor.
The greatest champion of his.
Yeah, I'm the greatest champion of his. And what does he do? He starts threatening to sue me. So I said, hey, man, dude, let's stop the friendship right now.
Now you're stressing him out.
Now I'm stressing
And I would like to talk to Eric, just so you know, Howard read your email, so I didn't make more out of it. He read it. He understood what you were threatening.
And a threat is always talked about. Don't say you talked about threatening. You didn't threaten.
Or Gary didn't even word that one right.
What?
I did not say anything in that email that was sent tonight that said that my parents and my family give me a hard time. I didn't write that.
Okay.
I know I didn't write that. That was bullshit that came off of what Gary just said.
Look,
My
after
family
38...
did not
Hold on,
give
shut
me
up a second. Shut
a
up.
hard time at all.
Shut up. Look, after 38 years of being around my parents and family, I know how they are.
All right, look.
I know.
I gotta
I
go.
didn't say that they give me a
Stop
hard
picking out
time.
little sentences and just shut the fuck up.
But you don't like Eric, Gary.
He is ungrateful. He wants what he wants. The whole world has to
Brooklyn
stop.
Zoo. Go to the Bronx Zoo and visit your relatives, monkey ass.
That is hysterical. That is fucking hysterical. And by the way, a joke that's never been told before. Very original and told with, the timing of a top-notch comedian, douchebag.
You have relatives at the Bronx Zoo?
Apparently I do, according to this fucking genius.
Go get in a worst pitching contest with Early Ray Jepsen.
Who? What did he say?
The worst pitch since Carly Rae Jepsen.
The worst what?
He said go into a pitching contest with Carly Rae
Oh.
Jepsen.
Again, gee, because that joke hasn't been told. Eric, you got to get something you got to be original.
Well, how's he going to do that?
Oh, come on, that was a week ago. How many people have said that joke between now and last Sunday?
At least 1,000. At least I'll go to my Twitter. At least 1,000 people have told that joke, Eric.
Did Eric get rid of his Twitter account?
Yes.
He did? You know that for a fact?
Well, JD just yelled it out to me, so I don't know.
All right. Did you ask him why?
Well, I think the stress is too much.
Oh.
Oh, wait a second. It's back up, they're telling me. It was down and now it's up.
It's up. down. You never know. It's like the weather.
Ask him if his Twitter account is up or down.
Hey, Eric, your Twitter account up or down?
Hello?
I'm not. It's not up.
So, wait, hold on. Does Eric, the actor, have a Twitter account that is now active?
No.
Okay, whether you're tweeting or not. So the account that you had has been shut down, correct?
Oh, I'm trying to keep it under fucking wraps, you ape face.
What is he doing? It is up.
He's trying to keep it under wraps that he wants the audience to think it's down, but it's really up.
Because I'm only trying to use it to do direct messages now.
So it's like a
and
secret.
not messing with the
What happened to email?
bullshit.
It's a secret Twitter account? How can you have that? People are going to figure that out.
By the way, Howard, if you go to Eric's account, the only people he follows, for the most part, are all these porn chicks with huge tits, like all big boob accounts.
Well, come on, he's a guy.
Oh.
Can you blame him? See, I'm the only one who defends Eric, and then he's busy fucking threatening me. I've had it. I mean, I'm pissed.
What is the big deal? Why does he need to get back on this show?
I don't know.
Why is it stressing him out that he can't be on?
Eric, why is it stressing you out?
Let me say something, and then I'll answer that question. Howard, I apologize for that bullshit.
All right.
But wait a second. You apologize. You do admit that you threatened him, and you apologize for that. Is that correct?
I may have gone over the line in what I said.
You do admit that without the show, there really is no career for you, correct?
Yes.
So is that why you need to get back on?
According to Johnny, no one wants to deal with me unless I have airtime on this show.
You needed Johnny to tell you that?
According to Johnny. Johnny told you that?
You were under the delusion that you had some kind of appeal beyond this?
Well, I was hoping maybe I would.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back and think about whether I should unban you or not. I'm going to think about it. How's that?
Fred the retard, stop hitting that.
Eric, I'll go back and think about it, all right? I'm still very hurt.
I have one question for him. Eric, you're going to be okay, once you get back in Johnny's good graces. You're still okay with Johnny representing Jeff the drunk? Because I know it was a big issue.
No.
Every agent has multiple clients. They don't just have one.
They can't just have one client. Unless you're like Tom Cruise or something.
No one is going to give that idiot a job. Either fucking risk. He can either show up on set drunk or high or both.
Well, that's not true, Eric. John Strauss from In Plain Sight is prepared to cast him right now.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You're telling me Jeff the drunk, just from signing with Johnny for a few days, already has acting work?
Yeah, so In Plain Sight is done. John's working on a movie. Eric's been emailing and annoying the shit out of him as well.
Right.
And but Johnny represents him, and Strauss is considering using Jeff in his movie.
Wow.
The only upside of having Jeff is he comes with his own fucking trailer.
Eric, do you realize the chain reaction you've set off? Now you've missed out on another movie role because Jeff the Drunk is getting it because you fired Johnny. I guess Johnny was working on a big deal for Eric, and then
he blew it.
By the way, Johnny's also in talks with the possibility of a new client, which is High Pitch Eric, and he told 𝗛𝗲𝗍𝗍, I had a conversation with him, I'm not sure, but I may have been offered sexual favors to represent him.
Wow. So are you jealous now of Jeff the Drunk and High Pitch Eric being represented by Johnny?
Well, I really don't have any bad feelings towards High Pitch anymore, but Jeff, I've never liked that dumb fuck.
Will you be willing to work with Johnny again? Johnny is presently not your agent, am I correct? You fired him.
He's kind of on the back, but on a short leash.
Okay. Are you forcing him to drop Jeff the Drunk?
That's one of my conditions of having him continue to represent me.
So, in other words, you will not work with Johnny if he's not exclusive to you.
Right.
Oh, here's a better demand I heard from 𝗛𝗲𝗍𝗍. He's demanding that Johnny buy him either a motorhome or a van if he wants to represent him again.
Wow.
Wow. I don't think Eric's had too much luck finding any other representation.
Has anybody called you to represent you since you dumped Johnny?
No.
All right. Well, this saga is fascinating, but I have to go.
I was going to try to see if Howie's wife wanted to represent me. I heard she was an agent.
I could get her on the phone, but first I have to make up with you, and I'm not sure I'm there yet. But if I do make up with you, I might get Howie's wife on the phone and let you talk to her.
Okay.
All right.
Howard, was the apology all he needs to do to get back on?
No,
Howard's thinking about it.
I'm thinking
He doesn't
about it.
know.
I don't know how I feel right now. I do miss Eric, but I do feel hurt by him.
Oh.
You know, if Mary Jo 𝗪𝗏𝗪 could forgive Amy Fisher, maybe I could forgive Eric, but I don't know yet.
Hey, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Can JD rub his spoons on Eric's cock?
In order to get... No? All right.
No, I just have a...
All right, I got to go.
I have a comment about one of your AGT picks.
I got to go, Eric.
You don't get to comment till Howard decides if you're back.
Right, you're not back yet. I'm thinking about it, though. Try to be on good behavior.
Well, let's just...
Thank you.
I'll just say he's not a rookie.
All right,
Like all
I got to
the
go.
others.
Got to go, Eric. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Little fucker keeps pulling me back in.
I said you're as addicted to him as he is to the
I know.
show.
It's not healthy for me. But I'll talk to Robin about this privately, about whether I should forgive Eric.
So sad that he really thought he didn't need the show, and he's found out.
Johnny had to tell him that he needed
Johnny
the show.
told him. Well, that's why Johnny's a good agent.
I'm Alec Baldwin. I'm here at SiriusXM Radio to sit with Howard Stern to promote Woody Allen's new movie Blue Jasmine, but of course, most of all, to worship at the temple of Howard. We're panning over.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
You're ready to go this morning, Mr. Baldwin.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you in the studio.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is he going to run for office? You know, the whole thing of he's going to quit acting. He's been. They've been talking about that forever.
Right.
So what does he think of Wiener? Well, I think does it bother? They have the same politics. Does it bother him that Wiener, took his dick out?
So he was supposedly up for discussion for a late night talk show.
Oh, that's good.
He says the Academy Awards will have a lot of problems finding an actual host because they just pan everybody that does it.
Howard, for the late night show, why
because
not
they're
him?
what? Because they're paying everyone.
So they pan everybody that
they
they
pan.
Just, yeah.
Okay.
But why not him instead of Seth Meyers? He's good buddies with Lorne.
Yeah, that's good.
There was another paparazzi incident in February. I don't know if you want to get into that, where supposedly he called the guy a coon and a drug dealer.
Say, Alec, can't you just walk away?
All right. One of the greatest actors of our generation is Alec Baldwin. He's in the new Woody Allen movie, Blue Jasmine. I'm always anxious to talk to him. I have so many topics to go over with him. He is a top-notch premier actor. He looks good because he has lost weight under the tutelage of his wife.
Yeah. Am I sitting here?
Yeah.
Anywhere you want to sit.
Anywhere.
My friend. Well, you're A-list.
You could sit on Howard's lap.
Sit on my
What do you wanna
lap.
do?
Sit anywhere. Turn off the phone and relax.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it off.
Be free of it.
I'm going to take that from you because I wrote something on that I need.
Oh, okay.
I wrote some things to make fun of everybody here.
Alec, it's great to see you, number one.
It's so. I haven't seen you since I saw you at Katie's house.
At the dinner party.
At the dinner party.
Yes. We were hobnobbing. We had a good time.
We were hanging out in what people call the Hamptons.
And you know what's
Which
funny
I hate
about
that word. Don't you hate that word when people say the Hamptons?
Yes.
When people ask you where do you live, what do you tell them? You say where?
Long Island.
Right, exactly. I say
because,
East Hampton.
Well, because it seems very elitist, right? And we're guys who grew up on Long Island, and we're uncomfortable with the Hamptons because we
were passed out in Field 4 drunk. And,
right.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even know about. I grew up on Long Island. I never heard of the Hamptons.
Never
until literally maybe 10 years ago or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
was at the Oak Beach Inn, face down in the sawdust at the OBI.
That's right.
Hamptons. What's it?
I was thinking about you. And, there's so many topics that happen that I kind of keep a list. So when I get my hands on you, I can ask you about them.
Let's try to touch every one of them.
All right. First of all, you were being mentioned as a possible late night replacement for Jimmy Fallon. How aware of that were you?
Well, I have tried. I made a deal with NBC to develop shows with them.
Right.
And whether I did half hour or 1 hour or whatever it was an open-ended conversation. And the conversation moved toward me taking the podcast that I do on WNYC and making that into a TV show.
Okay. So when Jimmy Fallon announces that he's going to take over The Tonight Show, there's an hour time slot there. But it seems to me you're sort of too big for that time slot.
Wait, no. What they did with Seth was the right thing to do. I just said to them...
Could you have had that slot if you wanted it, do you think?
No, I don't think so.
Did Lorne Michaels ever approach you about doing something?
They asked me about... Sometimes those shows, what happens is, and you know more about this than I do, is that when they do the 12:30, let's say, Monday through Friday, the Friday's a drop-off. So they either repeat on Friday, they don't do a fresh show, or they'll do something different. And there was a talk about Friday 12:30, me doing once a week for them.
That would be great.
Well, that was the conversation, but now I'm having that conversation with somebody else.
So Seth Meyers probably wouldn't want that. Most of these guys want a 5-night-a-week gig.
Well, most of them want 4.
Right.
And they want a double tape on Thursday, although you know these guys.
Like Letterman and all
like
them
Letterman. They do 4 days, they double tape. And then but they found out that in the airing on Friday, the numbers on Fridays kind of crash.
Right.
So they would either repeat, or they would like a vintage show, or they would do something completely fresh.
So what happened to that idea? That would have been good because your podcast is very good. I point out also, particularly the episode with David Letterman. You did an hour podcast with him. and I found myself riveted. I didn't want the hour to end. It was was that your highlight so far? Getting Letterman on there?
Well, the ones that we had, Letterman was certainly someone who he's not easy to get him to sit down for an hour.
How did you get him to sit down?
I just asked him. I did the show with him. He's always been very sweet to me. He's always been very kind to me.
You were good with him.
And and when I do his show, he knows he wants you to come out and try to, he wants to rub two sticks together there. He doesn't want to do all the work, and some of the people come out there, they're not as energetic, if you will. But he, I asked him to come do it, and he said yes. And where we record, I've made fun of this a million times. We record. I'm going to have you come do it.
Yes.
And we record at this guy Larry Josephson, who's one of the deans of the old Pacifica Radio, or BAI.
Yeah.
Old commie lefty radio. He does this show. He has a facility called Radio Foundation in his apartment on 89th and Central Park West. His apartment.
And that's where you record.
We go into a booth in his. It's the size of a phone booth.
That's what's nice about a podcast. You don't really need.
His apartment is like something out of a Woody Allen movie from the 80s. It's bagels and cream cheese on a plate and orange juice from Zabar's, and you come in and Larry is the executor and the distributor of the Bob and Ray estate.
Oh, wow.
So everywhere is all Bob and Ray material that he's shipping out. He has an antique toy. His place is a nut house.
Right.
And you go there with him and you get into this little booth and people sit down. And the only principle, if you will, or the only idea behind the show was if you don't push and you let people say what they want to say, they're going to talk to you.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
we're not asking. We're letting them do it their way, and they tell you stuff.
Do you think that this is something I've been thinking about you? Do you think the New York Post has it in for you in this sense?